right, welcome fellow geeks to another episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Tonight we have the Company of Honor and the Foresight Faction continuing on part 2 of their session where they are going to be battling Roan. We also have a special guest with us today. We have returning from season 1, we've got Jason. So welcome back, Jason. We're very excited to have you back here.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes, indeed. Awesome. So quick introductions. Me, myself, and Erica are usual, and Wade here are usual level 1 geekers. So we're all here together on this session.
Also me.
Did I not say Tori? I missed,
That's okay.
missed most
it's
of
a
y'all.
long list of people.
That's embarrassing, Chase.
I'm horribly embarrassed. I am ashamed. Don't you worry. We also have Felicia here from the Side Quest Inn and also from Treasure Hunters, obviously. Anything you want to add, Felicia?
Just that everybody here is awesome and you should check out Side Quest Inn podcast. It's every week, every other week. Pretty sweet.
You should. It's good stuff. Pathfinder, Starfinder, good content. And then we got Jason back. He was playing the very awesome Ryklin in season 1. Anything that you want to add, Jason? Anything you've been up to?
Felicia said everything is awesome. I like it. I'm gonna mirror that. Everything is awesome.
It's a good motto.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Yeah, teamwork. Yeah. Awesome. Very good. So we have got Wade and Anduin tonight with the Company of Honor playing Talavin and Maple. We've got Tori and Felicia playing the Foresight Faction as Dura and Wiz. And we have Jason back representing Goldbloods again with Ryklin. And we will get to that in a minute. So before we jump into things, I just need to say that although Tabletop Treasure Hunters is our homebrewed Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, it is unsponsored fan content, and many of the names, deities, locations, the setting of Galarion, the rule system, etc. are all part of a game system called Pathfinder 2nd Edition by a company named Paizo. So we love your stuff, Paizo. Thank you very much for an awesome game. So yeah, that is us, everybody. Let's talk to you, chat. If you guys are regular watchers, you guys know that we do have ways for you, the chat, to interact. If you guys want to see ways that you can do that, you can either check out our channel points, which are called mana points, just above your chat box. You guys can also use the command in chat !engage to see a list of other options. Some of the notable things that you guys will see if you see this slider bar on the screen here, this is our affirmation bar. You guys can bump that up with bits or mana. If you put it towards the hero side, they're going to get pluses to their d20 rolls. If you bump it to the villain side, the bad guys are going to get pluses to their d20 rolls. You guys will also see in these little dice pictures here, these numbers we've got rolling on. These are our hero point counts. You guys can get hero points by either sliding the affirmation bar past the max. If it goes towards the heroes and above and beyond, it'll be hero points. If it goes past the villain side, it will be villain points. Hero points are used by the heroes to either cheat death, or they each have their own guild specialty. Foresight Faction can use it to automatically succeed at a recall knowledge, or they can have initiative rerolled for an ally or themselves, +2 better result. The Company of Honor can let allies or themselves reroll attack rolls or saving throws at a +2 better result. And Jason, representing the Goldbloods with Ryklin, can use his to reduce a damage roll by 50%. That can be for himself or for an ally. And then me for villain points, one encounter during each session, I will use villain points to basically use them as a currency to make the encounter more difficult in various ways. So if you guys are feeling a little sinister, toss some villain points my way. Also, if you guys would like, if you are Patreon subscribers or if you are just subscribers on our Twitch here, you guys can dish out some blessings, and blessings are going to be passive boons that are going to last throughout the entire session. They'll be blessed by randomly one of the deities in Pathfinder, and these are homebrewed buffs, but they are pretty powerful. And speaking of blessings, Company of Honor has used their ultimate ability for this session, so they each get to actually pick their own blessing here. And they start with minor, and we'll go over what deities they picked here in a minute. Aside from that, I think that's the gist of it. We do have some other fun stuff you can do. Check out the mana points or the !engage to see what else you can do. And so on that note, chat, we would like to give a quick thank you to our Patreons. WizWazar would like to thank a few of you, if you would, Wiz.
Hey, thank you very much. So I'd like to thank Sam Farrell, Real Life Unicorn, and Brian Fitzpatrick from the Patreon page for supporting the stream. It's very much appreciated.
And I, Roan, would like to thank the rest of you. The Side Quest Inn, Kimberly Young, Katie Young. You've been good minions, and one day your corpses will fuel my army. Thank you.
What?
Thank you very much. We appreciate all of you, as well as our Twitch subscribers. There's just too many of you to go over, but we do appreciate you all very much. So yeah, I think that is all of the logistics. So let's talk about last session. Last time, our heroes here in this group, they started the assault on Rowan's stronghold. They snuck in through a back entrance, and they ran into an unlikely ally who was a grave knight in Rowan's army that had slipped out of his control. His name was Legend. That's what he went by. He helped fuel them through a death gate, which was keeping living creatures outside the keep, helped them fight through a big courtyard full of corpses and undead, and showed them the way down to Rowan's secret stronghold. The party ran into a powerful artifact, which was a strange skeleton requiring essence and magical power to let them by. And he gave you guys a piece of advice since you cooperated, is he let you by safely and said, if you want to reach Rowan, bleed in the pool. Those were the last words that skeleton spoke to you. You guys continued onwards, and you fought a very powerful undead in the end of Ricola's master, or an elder. That was a powerful undead in Rowan's army. Legend helped you battle him, but sadly in the end, Rowan realized what was happened, and he was able to regain control over Legend. You guys were able to slow it enough so that he did not have to fight you, but you were not able to stop it. So in the end, you guys were able to talk him down from fighting, but you did have to kill him in the end, and it was very tragic.
It was a mercy killing.
Yeah.
That it was.
We were setting him free. Thank you very much.
There you go.
And Wiz didn't do it.
That's true. It
Dura
was
will
Dura.
own this. It's fine.
It was Dura.
He has no shame in
Dura
this.
did wield the blade.
Sullivan
Shortly
and
after,
Mabel just stood back.
they did. They just let it play out. Shortly after that happened, Roan was very angered. He realized you guys were close, and there was a very large horde of undead that was pouring towards you guys. As that happened, and as that wave was about to crash over you, you guys saw a very odd wave of green necrotic energy in the shape of these necrotic-looking puppies jumping on the undead, and you guys saw a shadowy figure behind it. And we'll get to that in a moment. Meanwhile, while you guys were doing that, the other two guilds were trying to destroy Roan's phylactery, which is the session we had last week. And lucky for you guys, they did succeed. And so you guys are one step closer to beating him here tonight. So that is where we are at. We are going to go ahead. Any questions before we hop in and start? You guys good to go?
Let's do this. Let's kill a lich.
Awesome.
Re-kill a lich.
Yeah, there's the energy we need. You guys got to get hype. You guys got a big old baddie to fight tonight. Okay. So you guys are in this hallway. This green necrotic energy has washed over these undead and just evaporated it. Just a horde of ghouls. And behind the green necrotic energy, you saw a humanoid form. And as that energy kind of washes away, you guys see a face that is probably familiar to you. I don't know if many of you know him directly, but he is very largely talked about in the Alliance. He was one of the legends in the contest that happened 5 years ago. One of the Goldbloods, Ryklin, was the source of the energy. So let's go ahead and get your token here, Ryklin. So Ryklin, you were part of this assault. Pretty much the entire Alliance came together, and the plan was make a big distraction so that these people here could slip in and attack Roan directly. The fight outside was going pretty grim, and Emmerich saw an opening as you guys were fighting. He was fighting alongside a lot of you previous legends, and when he saw the opening, he thought that your ability versus undead would be a powerful asset to them, so he sent you in to go help. So you were able to slip through the defenses. You saw kind of a trail of corpses and battle once you got inside that led to the heroes here. And you were able to tail a big, large pack of ghouls that was clearly going after somebody inside the keep. So you followed them in. You were able to evaporate them easily. And now here you are beneath the stronghold in some kind of very confusing maze-like cavern system.
Okay.
And I will pass it over to you guys.
The first thing you see from the figure as he emerges from the darkness is a glowing two-face icon, and it shines a light throughout the area. The figure turns the face a little bit, and you see that it's on a shield. And the figure who emerges has a gouge off of one eye, and it glows a faint purple. And he has tattoos around that gouge in his face. But other than that, he looks very similar to how you've heard of him or even seen him.
So we do recognize who this is.
Yeah, there's been sketches around him around like Alliance headquarters. There's paintings of him in Fortune's Rest. You may have seen him around a time or two, so you do recognize him.
What does Ryklin do? Like, what would Dura know about, like, his abilities?
So, you go ahead and explain that one.
He's a priest of Nethys, a cleric, a battle priest, and he hasn't been seen for the last, like, 5 or 6 years. So he kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth after the end of the previous contest. And so this is the first time he's been seen since then. Or at least by most of the factions. So
Maple, like, she thinks she's being gentle, but she like nudges Talvin and probably almost knocks him over because she's really big right now. She goes, oh, dude, is it that one guy? That one guy.
Are you here to help us?
Use your words.
I don't remember his name.
I am here to help you. Just 1 second. I think there was a loud burst in this hallway and I can barely hear. How do you turn down the music?
There's a bell symbol.
Actual comment.
Yes.
The little bell icon should give you options.
Bell icon. Okay, cool.
It's like third from the left.
While Ryklin is adjusting his echoing sounds in this cave, let's catch up on blessings really quick because chat tossed out a whole bunch here. So now Company of Honor did use their ultimate. So everybody is starting with a minor blessing. So Wade, remind us what Talvin's blessing is today, who he's blessed by.
I am blessed by Caden Callion.
By Caden Callion. And you are straight up to moderate because you started with minor from your ultimate and you're bumped to moderate by the side quest in.
Thank you.
Dora, who is Dora blessed by today?
She's blessed by the food gods.
Aiden Kellyan.
No, sorry. That was my last bite, everybody. So sorry to make you watch me eat on stream. Dura is blessed by Gorum, the god of battle.
God of battle. Very good. And you are currently at the minor from the ultimate. Maple, who are you blessed by today?
I don't remember.
I believe you were blessed by Lamashtu today.
Yeah, that's why you're a giant freaky thing.
Yeah, I don't know my gods. Maple doesn't know her gods either.
You've got bowed large legs and you are significantly larger than your normal size. And you are at the minor from the blessing as well. And then Wizwazar, who are you blessed by today?
Blessed by Desna.
Blessed by Desna, and you are straight up to the maxed blessing from the Company of Honor's ultimate, and then from Toby and Alex.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yes, so much love going around. I do believe that I am caught up on the blessings now. Hero point count, everybody is at 1, including Ryklin, except for me. Sad days. Nobody wants to power up Roan, I guess.
It looks
Roan's
like
powerful enough.
It looks like Real Life Unicorn is also given some love to me and Maple.
There we go. Maple and Dora. Is that blessings?
Moderate, yeah.
Yep, there we go. Moderate blessings for
Thank you,
Dora
Unicorn.
and Maple. So that gives you a decision here, Onduin, since yours has decisions.
Oh yeah. How else are you going to be creepy today?
So you're very large. Did you want the slitted eyes that increases your perception and gives you dark vision? Or did you want to, what's the other one here?
The other one was scales, but I don't remember what the effect was.
Right. That one gives you a +4 to your AC and reflex saves.
Let's do the slitted eyes this time. Let's switch it up.
Okay.
Let's do perception.
Okay. You got a +4 to your perception rolls and dark vision. Perfect. And currently, I don't think you have dark vision, Ryklin?
No. Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No, you're
I
good.
do now.
So I don't know if you had a torch or if you had a cantrip, but
That's
somehow
what his,
you got
that's what
through
his
this-
shield is.
Awesome. So your shield's glowing a nice light.
Yeah. He's fashioned his shield into his holy symbol. So that's the two-sided face that's on the shield. That's the symbol of Nethys. And he set it up so that he can cast light on a stone that's inside of the shield that emanates throughout the conduits in it and basically glows in the shape of his face.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hey,
Love that.
he's a master crafter, right? So
That's true.
He makes stuff.
Yeah, make pretty things when you got the skill.
Boy, if only you could have met my crafter.
Yeah. R.I.P. Leaf. Awesome. Okay. So I think we're more or less caught up now on blessings. So yeah, back to you guys.
Might I hazard a guess? A Ryklin?
Aye, that'd be me. And you're all the treasure hunters for this contest, right?
We are. We are following your footsteps.
Ah, excellent.
The
Well,
pleasure to meet you.
I was told that you'd all be in here and you might need some help, so that's where I am coming in.
Well, a friend of ours just died, so yeah.
We will take what we can get. Thank you.
He approaches and sees the figure on the ground. Oh dear. I don't have any equipment to help you with this one here. But
He
we
was
might be able to bring
undead
him.
already. I released him back to Pharasma.
Oh, I see.
We don't make a habit of killing our friends, I promise.
Aye, it's not a thing we do.
Right. Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you. How much of a hurry are we in? Are you being chased or anything?
No, but I do believe we are on time limit with trying to attack with the phylactery.
Also,
see.
Roan knows that we are here.
You been hearing the voices?
Yes,
Yeah, it gets a little old.
a little bit. He likes
He's
to hear the
really
sound of his
annoying.
own voice.
I am ready
Sorry.
to shut that voice down forever.
I grew up as a slave to a lich, so they all get a little paranoid about every corner in their abode. They love to see into every little bit, and they love to project their voices. So,
You seem like you're doing fine now.
me.
Yeah.
But no. I grew up. I grew up as a slave. This is long ago.
Oh, okay.
Not recently, no.
I don't know how old you are.
Although I've been itching for revenge on the Lady Black Gold. She still has me sister. So that's why I've been adventuring, prepping myself for a battle very much like this one. We'll see how this one goes, eh?
Well, if it goes well, I'd be willing to help fight more. As long as I
Thank
don't
you
die.
very much. You're quite formidable.
I'm big at the moment. I'm normally not this size.
She is quite a large, monstrous-looking catfolk at the moment.
It's okay. I've seen quite a bit, especially in the last few years. I've been, parading about with the Pathfinders. They're an interesting bunch, but I kind of felt a little homesick, I guess you could say.
That's a good time to come back. We
Indeed.
appreciate it. So,
I was camped out just on the other side of the valley over here, since, I've been making plans and whatnot to revisit my childhood friends, so to speak, and caught word that there was a big movement going on. So here I am.
Big.
Well,
Glad to
perhaps
have
we
ya.
should start that movement now.
Indeed. Okay, so do you have the lay of the land? Do you know where to go?
So Chase, the tongue guy said, "Drop your blood in the pool." Is that what he said?
Bleed in the pool.
Bleed in the pool. Okay, so I want to go look at this hole that's in the middle of the ground.
Wiz is not allowed to bleed anymore.
That's true.
Wiz is 9-fingered Wiz now. It's fine. So one other question. We still have the other half of the phylactery, right? That we still need to
You
break
do.
before-
Oh, that's
and
right.
we need to do it within an hour
Forgot
prior
about
to
that.
actually seeing him.
I'm so
Yep.
glad you said something.
That would have been really sad. We just go.
Yeah.
We fight him, and then he comes back to life, and we're like,
You guys kill him and celebrate, and then reach
happened?
in your pocket. You're like, uh-oh.
oh no.
Sorry, I forgot about this. It was in my pocket the whole time.
Just as you guys finish your conversation, there's a slight tremor in the cave, and you guys hear a booming voice.
No! Kara!
I think that means good news for us.
Kara. I've heard that name before. Long time ago.
She is
Wasn't-
former assistant to Roan.
Yes,
ally
the little
to-
girl, right?
I do not know if she is so little now.
I see. Well, last I learned, she'd escaped from him. Joined with the League of the Hunt.
Yes.
Is that not the case anymore?
No, this is how we have forged this plan. She is helping, I hope, the Contract Consortium and the Syndicate of Rights.
Well, it seems like it's gone well.
Right then. Okay.
How
Oh,
how do we destroy this thing, Sadiq?
That's a good question. Can I roll a knowledge, or did I already do this and I just
You guys
don't
have already,
remember?
you've already studied this, so you know that it's this portion of it is not really magically enhanced at all. It can just be crushed like a simple statue.
Oh, easy.
Can I crush it?
Okay.
Can I do it?
Not right now. Not right now. It has to be within like the hour before we
Okay,
get there. So
but
we've got
when
to
we-
get there, and
when
then
we
you can
do
do
it.
something crazy like
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you, smash, something like that.
Cool.
Chase, another meta question. Is wishing like just an action? Like there's not a big long ritual or ordeal that
so
has
it
to
is
happen?
2 actions.
Okay, but it's like a fast thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
No big ritual, just 2 actions, and you make your wish.
Okie doke.
And you or Wiz have that capability with the one that you guys have between you.
Okay.
Yes.
And just a reminder for everyone, Wiz has Vital Beacon, so with a consented touch, you can get healed for different.
For the
some
low
sort of
price
amount
of a single touch.
Yes, you can get healed
consented
for
price.
some
This is the
various
touch
amount.
that. Never heard of that expression before. I love it.
You always
Look,
have
I've got the
permission to
consent.
pet Maple.
But Maple won't heal you when you pet Maple.
No,
No, but you can pet me.
does not have the same effect.
Do you wish to give this thing to Maple for the crushing when the time comes?
It depends on what the situation is. If we've got time, then I don't see why not.
We have time now. That is my question.
Do we know that we're going to get there in an hour? Because we know that we've only got an hour after.
I mean,
crush
do we
it.
want to just give it to her so she has it, so that when the time comes, she can just like pull it out and squish it
Sure.
instead of being like, "Hey, Wiz, throw it here," and then we have this
then
dramatic
we break it
slow mo.
I
That's true.
missed.
We just throw it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Also,
fine.
might I suggest that we do not break it in front of Roan, as there are means to amend non-magical items, and we don't want that playing a factor into this.
Hey, that's a good point. Wiz will pull it out of his bag and carefully hand it to Maple. And like as she grabs it, he doesn't let go quite yet and looks at her and says, "When it's time, not before. Be careful."
You just give me
As
a
you're
signal
holding it
and I'll
out-
do it.
As you're holding it
Uh-oh.
out, the statue moves slightly as if it's trying to like gently escape from your hands. Nothing too crazy or
Ah!
anything to it, but
It's a good thing I didn't drop it.
I want to go look
Good.
at the pool now, or this hole in the ground.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so you guys are approaching that over there, and it is indeed a pool. As you approach it, it looks like a pretty shallow pool. It maybe goes down 5 feet at its deepest. There's some water dripping down from the cavern. The whole place is kind of damp and has that nice, moist, earthy smell, echoing drops of water on the air.
So what's the plan? What have you learned as you've been here?
We must shed our blood in this pool, I think.
I have
Talavin,
lots
do
of
you
blood.
think that is correct?
Lots of blood.
From the sounds of it, yes. I do not know if that means all of us must do it or one of us must do it. But it does seem that that is the pathway forward.
Can I roll a knowledge to see if I would just know if I've read about this before?
Yeah, for sure. So for Jason and for, I don't remember who in this group has done this. If you guys above your chat box, check it from public roll to blind GM roll, you can roll me a secret check. So go ahead and roll me an occultism blindly.
I am blindly doing it.
Where are we changing this? Sorry.
So in the chat box on the bottom right above that, it says public roll.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah,
check
yeah.
that to blind GM roll. That lets
Blind
you
GM.
roll the dice, but only I can see the result.
Okay. All right. We're trying some knowledge rolls here.
Yeah, so if you want to know about the pool, it's an occultism.
Occultism. Okay. Ryklin can try everything untrained.
That is a handy feat. Wiz, unless you would like to spend a hero point, you're not sure what this is. Talavin, however, does know what this is. You have seen something like this as you're kind of examining it, and the bleeding in the pool is starting to ring a bell. So this is a teleportation effect, but there is a downside to it for a living creature. If you bleed in this pool, it's going to teleport you to another location, but it is also going to trap a portion of your essence somewhere, which doesn't have an immediate negative effect, but that essence can be manipulated or used in rituals by other people to have negative effects.
And would I know if one person could take everyone else, or just every single person?
Everybody who wants to go through has to bleed.
Okay. I'll relay that to the rest of the group. Yes, it will come at a cost.
Seems like a hefty price.
Yeah, Chase, sorry. So basically, some of our essence will be left here and just sort of like lying about for whoever wants to come and do
The
stuff
essence
with
will
it.
go somewhere else as well.
Oh,
it's
okay,
basically-
okay.
This is an essence collection tool that will also teleport you to another location.
Okay. Do you
Means
know?
Roan's gonna get it.
Does Dora know how this might interact with her blood holy water transfusion thing that they did last session?
Yeah, I mean, if she brings up, you can roll for it. You can ask Talavin. Talavin would
I'll
know.
ask Talavin.
It's not going to matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if the essence is good or bad. It's just going to trap it.
Okay.
Yes, as long as you're a live creature, it looks like. If I remember correctly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do not see a way around this price if we want to achieve our end goal.
If we achieve our end goal, then perhaps this price will not matter.
Would I know if our essence gradually comes back, or like or is there a way to get that back?
It could, if you found wherever the essence went, you could essentially release it, destroy it.
Put it back in, eat it.
Mhm. Yeah, like
This is mine.
it's a very small bit of an essence. It's more like it turns a little tiny bit of your essence into a reagent to be manipulated.
Okay. Yes, it is an insignificant amount, but one that can be used to manipulate us.
Well,
I
are you
suppose we
all
should
ready
go?
for this?
Does my Naya, or not my Naya, my Nemus have to also bleed in the pool?
Oh.
It would, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you see a couple of very strange looking, like bright dinosaur creatures following Dora and Wiz around Ryklin. Never seen anything like it.
Mine says level 7 on the top. I'm just kidding.
Mine is black and white.
Yes, mine is green and black.
They
So
look kind of like a mix between like a grounded fairy dragon and a raptor.
But small.
Grounded
Like
fairy
not
dragon.
Jurassic Park raptors.
Mm-hmm.
in the Pathfinders, everybody has pets.
So true.
Hey, I'm a pet.
Dora will look at Wiz. Are you ready for this, Sadiq?
As ready as I'll ever be. We've got to go.
She'll just walk up to you and like kneel down and just give you a hug.
He'll give you a hug back, like legit best friend hug.
Legit best friend hug. And she'll say, I will keep you safe.
And I'll do the same. Let's go.
So, you think this is taking us directly to him?
It might.
All right.
At the very least, we'll be one step closer.
Well, I brought a few things to help out. And then he turns and pulls open this, looks like a barrel of a sort. And he starts thumbing through it, and it's almost like an index. And it's like a giant scroll case that he fashioned.
Oh, wow. That's
all of
cool.
the scrolls are basically like in a corkscrew way, like all wound into it. He just finds one of the scroll ends on one of the ends, pulls it out, and there it is.
You did a barrel scroll.
Ryklin always had like,
Yep.
Poppins bag of everything. It was good.
Everything. Yeah. Well, the other adventurers, they all call me the librarian, so I thought I might just, embrace it. So I have a couple of endure elements. I've got spell immunity. I do recall a couple of the spells that he used last time. If we want, we can try our hand at it.
How long do those last?
Well, a few of them last for about 10 minutes. Others, maybe an hour. It just depends.
I just have this still in my inventory. I don't know that it'll be super helpful, but Dora will hand one of the anti-plagues to Wiz, and she'll drink one herself.
And as you're
You
drinking
never
those
know.
anti-plagues, you feel your guild bag get a bit heavier, Dora.
Oh,
You are gifted so 3 major ghost charges from Wombat Fuzz.
thank you,
Aw.
Wombat Fuzz. She'll like kind of heft her bag and pull them out and show them to Wiz.
So those are basically a thrown weapon. You are trained with them. They are 48 damage with 4 splash damage. They're positive energy bombs, and they get you to +2 to the attack roll.
Okay, I think I'm actually going to hand them to Wiz. Or do you want this? I can do this type of damage from up close. I do not know if I will be throwing things so much, but perhaps they can be useful to you. She'll kind of like just offer them out. There's 4 to anybody who feels like they could use one.
Maple, you are master with those as well. Like, you're pretty good at throwing them.
I think that Wiz also, because he has all the healing ever, so
True. I guess you
I
can
think
generate
that
that kind of damage yourself.
Maybe we give 2 to Maple and then 1 to each.
Talavin and Ryklin.
Mhm.
Okay.
And these are like these
That works.
glass vials with this kind of like a ghostly image, metallic engraving wrapping around the vial that ends in like a tied off cork. And you can see like a kind of a golden mist looking kind of similar to how you look when you rage, Dora, inside the vial.
Yeah. Okay. I will distribute them accordingly. Thank you, Wombat Fuzz.
Well, thank you. And
Such curious things that you've all been getting since I last was with the group. What is this bag you have here?
It's a guild bag.
A guild
Sometimes-
bag.
Things get added to it that are helpful.
Goodness gracious. I should like to study it a little bit later, of course.
Of course.
yes,
We got some
yes, of course.
weird life essence in there before in grape flavor. It was weird, but useful.
Grape flavor. Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah.
Petunia, I think her name was. She cast all of her magics with wonderful foods. 'Twas delicious and very strange.
You
By
guys
the
have
way-
all heard of Petunia, legendary cook.
By the way, and he pulls out a healing staff, which is in the shape of a giant cupcake at the end. We pawned this off when we left the contest, but I decided I wanted to come back and get it. Turns out there aren't many casters, magic users who like to have a giant cupcake at the end, so it was still available.
It looks delicious.
Fair. Quite unique.
Indeed. And then he whips it back and attaches it to an automatic sheath.
Well, you have quite a collection there as well. But yes, anything that you would think or deem potentially useful would be quite welcome.
So the resist energies I can use, those will last us 10 minutes. So if we have any ideas as to what he'd be throwing, I do recall him casting some chain lightnings. And I remember there was a spell that was very devious, some kind of a growing plague.
Yeah, and you knew
Perhaps
that
these
did acid and
anti-plagues.
poison damage.
That's true.
Also, don't let him touch you with his book. Very deadly.
His book.
His spell book.
I don't like reading, so that won't be a problem.
Don't plan on getting anywhere near him, to be honest. So
Well,
hopefully that's
if
not a
we
problem
can,
for
if
me.
we want to take a guess, we can at least use these. He proffers from his pack 3 scrolls of spell immunity. These will last an entire day. So, if we want to put it on somebody, make them a highly resistant to a single spell, we can do so.
Wiz, do you tiny?
This will
and
be
you
very
tell-
useful on Sadiq. and
Sadiq?
Dora.
Very well then.
Right,
Whiz.
that's me.
So, what you thinking we want to be resistant? Have you done any research on him since?
Yeah, let me
Don't know
pull up
what,
the
but-
thing.
I think Dora's got it in her notes.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll go
Does
look.
Dora have a Rowan like journal?
I mean, she's
a
the Foresight
scroll.
Faction. She's got to have a notebook.
I have to
Yeah,
admit,
right.
when we went up against him, we were nigh unprepared, but very lucky. We had a certain cat folk helping us out. So,
His
big black
signature
lady.
spell was chain lightning in the last encounter, as Ryklin has alluded to.
Aye.
So that might be useful.
All right. So, do you want to make an extra immunity to chain lightning?
Aye, it sounds like a good idea.
All right, then. Let's do this. He pulls the scroll out,
I
mutters
just
some
stand
things.
like this. Do I have to raise my arms or this way?
You don't have to do much. It's all me.
All right, I've never done this before. It's all new to me. I mostly
Well-
just hail people.
I spend a lot of time making these scrolls. I do a lot of crafting. Have a library. I kind of brought most of it with me just because you never know what you're going up against in one of these situations. All right, ready? Okay, here
Hey.
we go.
Chase, I have a question.
Yes.
I have I Maple bought an electricity resistant rune.
Uh-huh.
How do I use that?
Oh, so that gives you 5 resistance to lightning. It's etched on your armor.
Okay.
Mhm.
So does that mean do I need to put it on my armor in Foundry?
No, it's like no, Foundry doesn't like automate the damage resistance. So just remember, whenever you take lightning damage, you'll take 5 less.
There's a
Never-
section on your
I
character
take
sheet
it.
to add
Mhm.
resistances underneath like where your AC is and like your saves. There you can add it resistances there so you'll remember.
Ooh!
Man, spell immunity is a good spell. I didn't know that existed. That's
Yep.
so cool.
Ryklin came prepared.
He did. Yes, he did.
Really glad for that.
He's had some time to craft things on his own.
So can you, like, meta, can you put multiple spell
Immunities.
immunities on the same person and just pick different
Yes.
spells each time?
Yes,
Okay.
but each one has to be a specific spell. It has to
Right.
match.
Mhm.
If it does, you have complete immunity to that spell. Any
Wow.
effects of it.
Cool.
Well, so it attempts to counteract it every time it's cast on you. So
Oh, okay.
it's not full immunity. So basically, whenever that spell tries to affect you, Ryklin makes a spell attack roll, and if it exceeds the spell's DC, it just counters it.
Neat.
All right.
That's
So
super
is it
cool.
chain lightning we want then?
Yes.
Very well then. Here we go. And he mutters something, and then he places his hands over your head, over your forehead, waves it, and then a shuddering purple essence glows around you and it adheres to you, and then it's gone.
Oh, shiny.
right. I got 2 more. Any other research you made on him?
That wasn't so bad.
I
purple.
did not hear. Well, I don't know. Chase, could I roll something based on the week of research I did?
You don't even have to roll. So you know
Okay.
his most threatening spells were Chain Lightning, Vampiric Exsanguination, Cone of Cold, and Cloud Kill. Those were his like top dangerous spells.
Loud.
Vampiric Insanguine. What was that?
Was
again?
that the one that lets him like take life essence or whatever?
Vampiric Insanguination.
Yes.
It's like a breathing fire, but instead you're sucking in the essence of everything in the cone.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he basically
goodness.
drains essence from everybody and heals himself.
That's crazy. Oh, with
the
that,
Lady Black Gold, she loved using that one. Has a very nasty effect on a big crowd.
with that, would he get hurt by my holy water blood stuff?
My
Wait,
holy
is
water
that-
blood stuff.
No, that one's not actually drinking blood. That one's more
You
draining
draw on the
essence.
blood and life force. Is it only drinking blood that the?
Yeah, or if it like interacts with the, I would let that happen. It's got the term vampiric in it. Sure.
If a creature drinks your blood or drains your essence, it says,
well,
and would heal from it,
Well,
they
now you
take 10
have to.
damage instead.
I stand corrected.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. And so there was that one, and then the cone of cold, and then one other.
Cloud
kill.
something.
Cloud kill.
That sounds
Cloud
bad.
kill.
It sounds fun, but bad.
Most of those were all cancelled by our grand little twig, Sapisto.
Oh,
I've heard of the pistol.
Aye,
The legends.
a great one he was, and is, last I heard. Right?
You guys
Right?
actually all saw him out on the battlefield singing proudly in the fight.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, I thought he was still alive.
Nobody
Uh-huh.
told me anything. I've only heard the bad news of who was it, Gordon and the lady,
Lucy?
Lucy. Aye,
Yep.
Yes, it was very sad. But
that put me on a very, very sad road.
there's...
It's hard to lose friends.
Yes. Well, let's not let their sacrifice be in vain.
All right. Do we want to apply these other two?
yeah.
You
I'm
have
just
a
looking
choice.
at which ones are worse.
If you are
If-
trying to...
If you divide up the benefits amongst yourselves, then hopefully somebody's still standing when one of these goes up.
It's sound strategy.
Yes. Perhaps do Maple
Maple.
one and
All right. Which of the spells you want?
And you the other.
I can resist some of his damage. Always.
And to be honest, I'm never gonna let her go down before I do, so it should be you, Talifin.
Or yourself. Not you, Sadiq.
Maple, what spell are you going to pick? Cloud Kill is poison damage. Cone of Cold is 12d6 cold damage. A reflex save. I guess saving throws would matter too, because if you're good at a saving throw, then.
Yeah, I think
So
I
reflex or 12d6 is Cone of Cold.
More than 12d6 if it's heightened. Just
Oh,
saying.
true. Yes. True. Sorry, I was just reading the base description.
just because of Maple's personality, she hates being cold. So she'll take that.
So he proffers the scroll, reads it, places his hand up on your forehead, and again, a purple hue envelops your body, adheres, and then disappears.
Thank you.
Indeed, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
One last one. Cloud kill? What do you think, lady?
Talivin, do you wish to take this?
For Cloud Kill, I will be okay. I think
It can be for
perhaps...
it can be if it's on a different target, it could be for one of the spells we've already picked, right?
Yeah. Anybody who has spell immunity on it
So
can
you
pick a
could
spell
like
with each
pick
cast
chain
on it.
lightning again or something.
Very well. Let's
Okay.
do that.
So Dura and
Sorry,
Talivin
I'm not very trained in understanding the nuances of an elfin nuances. What did you indicate by very well then? Which one did you want?
Sorry, I was only meaning to say that another chain lightning onto me would be preferable.
Very well then.
Perfect, thank you.
And he mutters, places his hands gingerly on your forehead, and then more purple light infuses itself upon you.
As you do that, a little black and yellow hummingbird appears from basically on top of his head and will flutter in front of you and just kind of like give you a little poke on the forehead, almost as in thank you, and then flutter back and land on his head. He is a familiar.
Like I said, everybody's got pets.
Yes.
All right, there we go. That's some preparation. As for the energy resistances, those will last 10 minutes, so we may hold on to those for a bit.
At least until we see what is on the other side of this.
I also have access to a way that we can perhaps go looking for scouting ahead. It's called a prying eye. Don't know if you've heard of it, but I essentially can send a small invisible force and see through it and do some advanced scouting.
Through
If you need
this
it.
portal, or after we
No,
teleport?
can't do it through the portal. Don't know where the portal's going to take us, right?
Okay.
Theoretically, I could send this prying eye everywhere that I could physically move it to, but I don't know where it's going to take us first.
I see. Then I think that perhaps there is only one thing left to do. Dora will glance at Wiz. I think it is time to ask Besmara for a favor.
He'll walk over and grab your hand.
Do we have to say it out loud? Do we say it out loud? I don't know.
Yeah,
How
it's
do you
however you guys want to
pray?
do it.
Can I roll a check to see how you pray?
It can be in your head. It can
I mean,
be out loud.
we have prayed before to like Pharasma and stuff, but I'll let Wiz. She'll let Wiz say it.
All right. Okay, so he grabs your hand and gets a little bit reverent, digs in his pouch. It's the coin, right, that we have that has the wish on it. He'll pull out this special coin. And he kind of proffers it up and says, Besmara, we've got a wish to ask of you. We'd please. It'd be very blessed of you if you could. And he's like having a hard time, just like nervous to do this, like worried if it's gonna like cause a problem. If you could please reverse Roan's positive affinity resistance, so that we can better deal with him and give us safe passage from this place once we're ready. And he'll flip the coin up in the air.
As you flip it up in the air, there's kind of like this light, like mist of water that comes down from like the wet ceiling. And as that's kind of misting down on you guys, those of you who are kind of standing back a little bit almost feel like you can see this faint image of a skull and crossbones in the water.
I hope that worked.
You did wonderfully, Sadiq.
Hard to say with necromantic magic. It always looks so scary.
This was no necromancy, I think. It was a wish to Besmara, the goddess of fortune. Let us hope she smiles on us this day.
Wiz kind of perks up a little bit and looks around for Seamus, the Nemus, and
He's
kind
right
of
there next to you.
beckons him over, and he'll nuzzle Dora. Or no, you have fortune already, huh?
Mm-hmm. On attacks. I don't have it on
attacks.
checks, but that's fine either way.
Okay. He'll nuzzle what's your
Talavin?
character's name? Nope, Jason's.
Oh,
character's name.
Ryklin.
Ryklin. He'll nuzzle you, and you get the benefits of fortune for until you use it. But I can only do that once a round and on one person. So use it when you can, and you'll eventually get it back.
Yeah, so you can declare before a d20 roll to roll fortune, and then it goes away.
So it's like a guidance.
Yeah, except it's like
advantage.
Yeah, you roll twice and take the better result.
Oh, it's better than guidance. Much better.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no,
Felicia.
that's it.
I was wondering, so my Nemus, the shield thing that Naya can do, I have to direct her to do it. Could I kind of direct her ahead of time, like right now, and just be like, stay by Maple or whatever, and just like do the thing until I tell you to not do the thing. I still have to spend the action to like do the
basically have
shield,
one
but-
queued up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can have
Okay.
one queued up, but then if you wanted to do it again, you'll have to spend an action.
Yeah.
Fine. Mhm.
Okay, cool. I will just have her hang by Wiz for now.
Awesome. So these little dinosaurs are nuzzling and looking all magical and doing some kind of weird magic, Ryklin.
I think we are now ready.
It's time
Just so
to
you all
go.
know, I also have access to another spell. It's a unique one. Maybe we should just train ourselves a little bit just so we can all react appropriately to it. It's called Drop Dead. It's a get out of jail free card almost. I need to know when to use it, so we should have some kind of a signal.
What
And-
is this thing?
When you're struck, I can cast it quickly, and your body will fall, but you will not. You'll be invisible. But if you're not using it carefully, it could be problematic if your allies think that you really did go down, right? So one thing I always have to talk to my mates about to make sure that they understand that it's there, and if it is, there needs to be an agreed upon signal.
Before we decide what we're going to agree upon, we've got to remember that Roan can hear everything we're saying right now.
That's true.
Possibly.
It
Well,
might be.
We could look around a little bit. Do y'all have detect magic?
Aye.
I have perhaps simpler solution. Dora will just pull out her notebook. Perhaps he
scribbling.
cannot see.
Very well then.
This small. Yeah, and she'll like basically hand it to you, Ryklin, to like suggest a signal.
You're going to
Okay.
pass notes.
Yeah, you can
Everything
you
now
can
is
talk
in
out
scribble
loud,
speak.
but yeah.
Yes.
We'll just be doing the rest of the session in chat
In
here. So.
Okay.
Sir
Maple-
Atticus and I can actually do it telepathically, so
Oh, fancy.
Get on his-
Maple tries to make a joke, and she puts. I saw Irina do this once, and she puts a symbol of showing a middle finger.
no,
So
no,
that's what she suggests.
child, save that for when we are there in person.
What does Ryklin want us to do?
He signals that if you are struck and need immediate aid, that you gasp, and then you toss a foot into the air.
Oh boy.
Very
Okay.
dramatic death.
We're getting some football flops on here.
Very good. Good forewarning. I didn't ever think about that. You do that spell with a bunch of strangers that are like, they're dead.
They're dying, right? Yep.
I thought you had more hit points than that. All
If
right.
anything, Maple would like. If you ever seen like cat flop over, that's totally what she would do. She'd just go whoop, just flop over.
Is there anything else? No.
Sorry.
No.
Don't think so.
You have been so helpful.
Yes.
If we know right before we start, I've got a circle of protection to cast on whoever's going to be in the midst of things.
Dora cocks an eyebrow.
It'll
Okay.
be you.
Aw.
I'm assuming it will be the three of us. I do have to be a little bit closer than normal wizards to do what I do best.
Let us go. Dora is getting impatient. She takes her relic weapon. It's a maul, but she transforms it really quick into a dagger and cuts. I guess she'll just cut like her arm. I always thought it was so impractical in the movies when they cut the inside of their hand. Like that would be so inconvenient.
So-
It's like that's gonna bend and
Bugs me
never
every
heal.
Yes,
single
exactly. So
Especially
she'll
if they
just
have,
like
a sword.
cut a scrape on her arm.
Might I suggest we do it at the same time?
She'll hold her dagger out. I am
And Maple
ready.
will hold her arm out, thinking that you're gonna do it for her. So she has her arm out. She's like,
Oh, she'll do it.
"Thanks."
Can I tell you all that there's one of my most glorious moments of this ever happening is that somebody did that and passed their dagger around and everybody got ghoul fever because they didn't know it.
That
I just felt the need to share that.
Wiz was gonna use his own dagger anyway.
That's fine.
And now it's confirmed.
I already lost my finger's still a little. Oh, there's a little scab. I'll just do that.
Also, you guys are affirmated +2 from Wombat Fuzz.
Oh,
wow,
thank
that
you.
was great.
Atticus will fly down onto Talavin's forearm and just be ready to prick him when needed.
Morgul bird.
On the 3.
Okay.
So you guys are all getting ready to cut and just drip a little bit of blood in there.
I'm poking my elbow.
Smart. Very good.
Yeah.
Ryklin, you in on this?
Oh, I needed the Nemus as well.
Oh yeah, you guys good too.
Wiz will very carefully.
It holds out its like little like short arm, like it knows what's going on.
Yeah, Wiz will do both of the Nemas very
Thanks.
gently. He's got nature up the wazoo, the Wiz zoo, and we got it.
Nice pun. Okay.
All right.
So you guys all do this. You all get ready. You all cut yourselves. Everybody's taking 1 damage. You're doing it carefully. And as you guys drip blood into this pool, instead of like the normal where like blood kind of like, you know, clouds out in the water, it immediately starts like scribbling in the water, like making shapes of these occult looking runes. And you guys hear like this low whispery sigh, and you can see it looks like your bodies are just disintegrating away. And then you guys
I grab
all
Wiz's hand.
grab Wiz's hand just before they disintegrate. You guys all have a brief blackout. So montage away from the blackout before we proceed to this next part. Is there anything you want to share with everybody about what Ryklin's been up to, Jason?
Like in character or just
like, is there anything
time?
you want to share about like what was the aftermath of Ryklin?
He went through a period of time not sure if he wanted to adventure anymore. He was distraught by losing friends or almost losing friends, and he thought that he was strong enough, right? He thought he was strong enough that he would be able to adventure, build himself up so that he could then take on a grand enemy. And so he started questioning himself. Would he be able to continue on that path? So he wandered for a bit. He sought out the little old man who created that interesting what would you call that?
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet. Yep.
Mhm.
Sought him out because he's always been a crafter. That's kind of how he hones his worry and his concerns. And so he sought him out, thinking maybe I can learn something from this guy because, you know, obviously he's made some pretty impressive stuff. Spent some time with him. Started going down a little bit of a dark path while doing so. And over time, he realized that he needed to make a decision. Either he was going to do something about his concern, or he was going to probably fade away. And so he decided to get back into it. At the time, he was moving on to another place, decided to just jump in with some local adventurers, joined the Pathfinders, and he's been making his way back to these guilds.
Awesome.
Feeling homesick.
And what a grand opportunity for him to come back into fighting an old enemy.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So you guys disintegrate away. You black out for just what feels like a brief moment, like a little longer than a blink. And we are going to change maps and head over here. So production, if you would please. Okay. Did that change maps for all of you guys here?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Let me readjust Maple's size again.
I was
She
about
is
to say,
larger than
please
this.
make me giant.
Yes, very large cat. There you go. So it's looking more like this.
I'm a Maine Coon now.
Perfect. Okay. You guys all see yourselves kind of reapparate around this very large circular pool, this time surrounded by stone. Everything definitely looks more man-made. This pool has a very slight glow to it. And Dura and Wiz, as you guys apparate in, you see in this pool, very briefly, you feel like you see the reflection next to you in the water of this pirate-looking woman. that gives you a wink and then kind of fades away in the water. And what are you guys doing?
Wiz shares a knowing look with Dora, and he winks at her.
There
Well,
are
we
lit torches around here on the walls. And you guys feel like you hear like footsteps and pacing, kind of quickened and agitated from around the corner.
Wiz wants to look at Ryklin and whisper, "The eye," and he points at his eye.
Okay. Ryklin makes some motions, and he almost grabs his eye, but it's instead some kind of a glowing essence of the glowing eye that's in his scar, and then it goes invisible, and he releases it, closes his eyes, and watches through this as he sends it down the hallway.
Okay, gonna go take a peek. I see.
Hmm.
All right, well, let's give you guys some information then here. All right, so as your eye kind of goes around the corner here, this is what you see. If you guys zoom out a little bit on the map, you should be able to see kind of a grand view of this area. So right around the corner, there's a turn right here to the, I guess it would be the eye's left. Down this hallway, it looks like a dead end, except there is a massive pile of corpses that look gray and blue and bloated and long dead. And all of you guys kind of get this nasty decay smell wafting into this room from here. It's pretty overwhelming. Over here, you can see that there is a 15-foot tall platform with stairs leading up on either side. Notably, and your eye can kind of fly around and get closer. Yeah, it's invisible.
It's invisible. He does make furtive movements just to make sure that nothing notices it.
Okay, very good. So it's moving very subtly. Yeah, so notable on this platform, you see 3 creatures here dressed in very like ceremonial looking robes of black and green and purple. And they appear to be vampire-like creatures. They've got these glowing runes on them that look like there's some sort of arcane empowerment. And back here, you see an old foe. You see Roan pacing around looking very agitated. He has his same book on his belt. He's got some sort of new fancy staff made from bones holding some sort of green crystal on the top. Notably on the platform as well, you can see that there are several gems up on these 5-foot little pedestals. And they have there's various colors on them. These 2 here on the top and bottom, these ones look dull and have really no color to them. These 5 here have some sort of like colored energy field around them to match the color of the gemstone. There's a violet one, a green one, a red one, a white one, and a blue one. As you get closer with your eye, you can notably see this one catches your eye in particular as you get close to it. There's some sort of like mist faintly floating in the crystal, and you almost feel like you can see a reflection of yourself in it. And as you get closer to these ones here, you see a reflection of Dura and Talavin and Wiz and Maple. And then down this hallway here as well, you see another large dead end with a huge pile of corpses.
Okay. All right. He's going to continue sustaining this eye and pull it back over to right about here, midway between where we are and where the opponents are.
Mm-hmm.
You see my icon there?
I do, yes.
Okay, so that's where he's going to rest it, and then he is going to move back amongst the others and whisper and describe what he just saw.
Okay, so you guys get a relay of all that information there.
So Wiz will whisper, so Roan's out there right now.
Indeed.
So we've got to break that thing right when we're ready to go.
Break which one?
Oh, the phylactery?
The phylactery.
Aye.
Yes.
Wait just a moment, Maple. We've got to get ready first.
Chase,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to make a religion check on identifying the creatures?
Yes, you would. So go ahead and roll me a blind religion.
Blind religion?
And this will be on the vampiric ones. You already know all about Roan.
Okay.
Based
right.
on the description, could others also roll a check?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could describe them.
Okay. I
So
would
roll
like
in
to
a
do
religion.
that.
Very
And-
good. Okay, got all these checks here. Dora, you're not really sure what they are. They look like vampires, but you're not really sure on any more information other than that.
Okay.
So Ryklin, Wiz, you also don't know. They're vampires. You don't know much more else than that. Ryklin, you know that these are what are classified as a mastermind vampire class. They are very proficient in magic. These ones are wielding unholy symbols of Urgathoa, which makes you think they're more of the cleric variant. You know that they have the standard weaknesses and resistances of vampires. They're pretty resistant to most physical damage except for silver. They're weak to fire. They have very odd weaknesses such as being staked or moving through running water. They don't like garlic or holy symbols being presented of good deities. You know that their signature spell of this particular type is going to be harm spells.
Harm. Okay. All right. Ryklin will convey that. Any extra rules that I get from that knowledge?
I don't believe so, unless you have a specific feat that interacts with it.
Okay.
I also will tell you that its notable feature of vampires is that they have very dangerous mind control abilities.
Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be a real party.
Let's get our buffs going, I guess.
I suppose so.
Yes.
Elements.
Yeah, we should probably do a lightning one on somebody.
Ryklin pulls out a scroll. It's actually a level 4 heightened, so it can actually target 2 people. He'll stand right next to the cat, Maple, and he'll cast it on himself and on Maple.
And is that resistance 5 or 10 with this
It's
one?
10 because it's heightened.
Nice. Okay.
Which
So Maple-
Resistance
This
to electricity.
Electricity.
Oh, so that means I'm at 15 now?
No,
So,
it doesn't stack.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sorry.
they don't stack.
Fine.
Resistance 10 is better than
That
resistance
is-
5.
It is, thank you.
And then he goes over to the others, pulls another one of those out, and casts it on 2 of you. Dura and... Wait, one of you is...
Both of them already have immunity to chain lightning.
Okay. So then
Um,
then
go
he
ahead.
put it
sorry.
on Talavin then, and his... What was it? Sir
Atticus the Seventh.
Sir
But
Atticus.
I am the one that had the immunity to chain lightning.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can put it on me.
Sorry, I'm getting old. I keep forgetting what I've done.
It's okay.
It's okay. You're a little rusty.
It
as
is
well.
okay. You could do a different element, I guess, or just lightning on me.
One of them was a poison spell that he had, remember?
That's
Or
true.
acid.
Here, how
Both.
about we do this? Let's do, and he casts one, dedicating poison, puts it on Dura, and puts it on Wizwizahar.
Awesome.
Cool. 10
10.
resistance.
So I'm going to
10.
tell
Okay.
y'all, this is a lot of buffs. Y'all are going to have to remind me of your defenses because I
Yeah.
won't know.
I have sticky notes.
Good.
Was this
That's a
acid
good
or
idea.
poison?
I should remember that.
I've already got, look
Okay.
at this. I've already got this many.
Resistance 10.
This is like
Poison.
the Ryklin classic, like tool for every situation.
Yeah. It's how I build all my characters, honestly. I can't help myself.
It's great.
It's the Swiss Army knife character. Okay, and then he has one more. He will cast it and place it on Talvin and on himself and do poison on that as well.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Then he unhooks a holy water from a bandolier, pulls out a scroll and says, "Tell me when we get started."
Wiz holds up a finger. I've got some things too. Hold on.
All right then.
We're just in this room, all of us like.
Little
Yeah.
flashes of light down the hallway of magic being cast.
Right? He doesn't hear any of this.
He's too angry. All right, guys. He's had a rough day.
Okay. I'm going to cast a Death Ward on Dura, so that gives you a +4 bonus to saves against death and negative effects, and you gain resistance 10 to negative energy, and you suppress the effects of Doomed. I'll put it
Wow.
in the chat.
+4 to death and negative effects.
To status bonus to saves against death and negative effects.
Okay.
And
So
then
like if they do a harm spell on you and you do a saving throw, you get a +4 against it, and if you succeed,
Cool.
you take half damage, basically.
yes.
Mm.
It's good
Okay.
stuff.
That was one
Alright.
of my new 5th level spells that I got.
And
it's
then
in the chat, so you have it there too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so then
Oh wait, is it? I don't see it.
It should be. Oh, it went blind roll for some reason when I clicked the spell. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, I'll just
There you
get
go.
that
There-
for
it
me.
should be
Thank
there now.
you.
And that lasts for 10 minutes. And then I also have Sanctified Ground, but that's just a 30-foot burst centered on me, so it wouldn't do anything except in this room, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well,
It takes a minute, so
yeah.
I don't want to.
Depends on your tactics, I guess. I mean, it would be on the ground.
It would be somewhere where we could run to and get a plus whatever.
Or you want to sanctify the ground here?
Yeah, well, it.
This is our locker room.
I think it gives
Ooh,
you like
hang on, I need a timeout.
+2 to your armor and saves against undead and stuff.
It's +1.
Ryklin came prepared to cast that if that was a possibility, but it takes like a whole minute to cast.
Just a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to cast Circle Protection on Dora, and that's a 10-foot emanation from the person cast on. So if you guys are within 10 feet
Dura. Okay.
Of Dora.
of Dora, yeah, and I'm choosing evil.
What are the light sources in this room?
So everything is good light here. There's a torch on the wall. There's pretty good torch light throughout this entire place as far as your eye could tell. 10 foot, you said, Wiz?
Yeah, so it is a +1 status bonus, and it is a 10-foot emanation centered on the touched creature, which is Dora, and it lasts for a minute. So we gotta go when this will be the last thing he does before we go, so it's not wasted.
Make that a little less intense, but there's your life green emanation for you for the circular protection.
So yeah, awesome. So it's a +1 AC if you're within, and then it's actually a +3 against effects from creatures that directly control the target. So if they get controlled, they actually get a +3.
You guys have like a tool for everything
And
here.
this was a scroll, so it
One
didn't use the
last
spell.
One last one as well. I'm going to cast haste on, as soon as we start going out, I'm going to touch Dura and cast haste.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like there's so much pressure on me. Here, Dura, take this. And
Dura
then
has just
do
become
it.
the
Do the
juggernaut.
thing. Okay, can I just like narratively, can Dura have been doing some of her own things like simultaneously? Because I also have a couple things that only last a minute. So like, can we just push go at the same time? type thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you guys math this out. You guys can coordinate it very well.
She will go ahead and apply her aligned oil onto her weapon, which is good aligned. So it's doing good damage.
Mhm.
And then she will also activate her dragon turtle scale, just in case she's got to start flying.
Okay,
You
good to
never
know.
know.
Also, Talavin, your blessing is maxed by a new follower, Cicella, so thank you very much.
Aw, thank you. Oh, that's actually, so that's really cool. So my major blessing is I get to double my hero points. And now any hero points that I get another one for free.
Oh, nice.
So
There
if
you
you
go.
guys want a 2-for-1 special on hero points, I'm the guy.
It's
Heck
now
yes.
Wade and Talavin.
Maple's just gonna stand there watching everyone prep because there's nothing she can do to help.
She's just like antsy holding the phylactery like, can
Yeah,
I
pretty much. She's just waiting to break it. There's nothing else she can do.
Ryklin steps up next to Maple, says, "Do you get in there and dirty, hand to hand?"
She kind of squeaks and thinks about it for a second. Sometimes, and then she kind of turns around and like puts her eyes towards her axe that's on her back.
Okay. He casts a spell, puts a beep on your nose, and you have heroism.
You booped my nose. So what
Sorry,
does that do?
I should have asked for permission. May I?
Oh, you have permission to boop Maple's nose.
Okay. All right. Heroism. It lasts for 10 minutes. You grant a +1 status bonus to all attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks.
Wiz has one more. Oh my gosh.
I haven't
We're
seen
gonna
this much
spend the
prep
entire
since League of the
session.
Hunt fought the dragon last season.
Oh my
great.
gosh, that was insane.
Wiz wants to cast a Shield Other on Dora because it's a 10-minute long thing and it takes 2 actions. So
Okay, so Wiz will take half of Dora's damage at least, unless
Yes.
lifelink ends up happening.
it will. I got another focus point, so because
That's
it's from
pretty
my
good.
level. So
My
I have one focus
resistances
point.
don't stack, right, Chase?
Your
Like my resistances. So I get resistance 6, I think, from my rage.
Hmm.
That won't stack with the resistance negative and resistance.
Right, the highest one will
electricity.
apply.
Okay.
You'll get 10
Cool.
from the other one. But then when the other one's
Shoot.
gone,
Yeah.
you'll
Totally
get
forgot
your
about Vital
one.
Beacon. That one costs like a minute to cast, doesn't it?
You
Wiz
do,
has Vital Beacon.
I
on,
have
at
it on
least.
as well, but
Okay.
it does. I
Yeah,
can pull it up for. Yeah, it takes a minute.
Ryklin has a little trick. So he puts Vital Beacon on himself, and then he puts Lifelink on somebody who needs it, like Talavin. So he could just touch himself.
Lifelink or Shield Other?
Lifelink.
Very good. Okay.
So just a constant buzz of healing.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, fine. A little bit more. Why stop the train now?
Did he already have Lifelink on him?
Is
No.
everybody taking notes?
I'm
Everybody
mostly
have-
just checking my
everybody have
stuff
a book
out.
of buffs.
I will cast
Most
a third
devious
level.
thing. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just thinking the most devious thing that an enemy can do is set up a grand illusion that looks like you're about to fight him, and then he's actually 50 minutes away.
That'd be funny.
Everybody loses all their buffs.
He's gone as you guys are all prepping. Also from the chat, your guild bag gets heavier, Maple, and inside you have 3 moderate healing potions from Wombat Fuzz. Boop.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Alright,
cast
sorry, Talavin, go ahead.
You're good. A 3rd level Shattering Gem on Maple, and a 4th level Shattering Gem on Duera.
How much does that take again?
So at 3rd level, you have a gem, and so when he casts this on you, you all of a sudden have a blue, basically the Sims diamond above
love
your
that.
head that just floats above your head now. And it's going to take your first damages for a bit. For you, it's going to be. I'll message you guys both. Sorry, I gotta do the math, but
No worries.
don't want to hold out. It's not that much.
Okay, Dora's like starting to look. She's now like Wiz. You can see her eyes are like really starting to cloud over. She's just like, Galasha is chomping at the bit to just go
Radiating
like
with like
running in
9
there.
different types of
Yeah,
magic.
you can hear her. She's like deep breathing to like just like keep herself in check. Just like not yet, not yet. But she is so ready to go.
Oh, you're muted, Maple, if you're speaking.
Maple is doing something not quite so similar, but she's trying really hard not to stress break this thing. She's trying so hard.
Just like
She's
it's
not
like
as
when you
cool
like,
as Dora, but she's ready to break this thing.
it's like when you're not supposed to push the button, but the button's like right there in front of you.
Exactly.
Don't push.
And she took the blood sap earlier, so her mind still isn't quite in the right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else?
Does anybody have some tape? Can I put some tape over this button?
I have
Yes.
a paper mache demon mask.
That'll do.
That'll do.
All right.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do things. Let's go
So you-
fight. Let's do this.
So you guys have you're radiating with all these different kinds of magic. Maple has the phylactery. Dura's ready to go. What are you guys doing?
Smash and run, or what do you guys want?
What's the plan? Did we just go in with guns blazing, or do we try to talk them out a bit?
There is no talking.
He's
There
got
is
the
only
bag.
Pharasma.
Very well then.
After you then, and she'll gesture to Dora.
Okay, she's like gonna smile just like this fierce, like she is doing literally what she was made to do. She is so in her element. and she'll grasp Wiz's shoulder one last time and like nod as Dora, and then she blinks and her eyes just go white.
Okay, so she's raging.
Yes. Can I officially like use an action on my turn so I don't use it for round or whatever?
Yeah, I'll say that you're ready to rage. So as soon as we start, we'll put you in rage. Okay.
Rasma, bless you.
Spike at that thing as soon as we go, and I'm going to prep a fireball. Then just have it ready to go.
Wiz
Fling
pops
that as
a
soon as we get
garlic
out.
candy in his mouth.
Very good. Okay. Oh, also, there's a misunderstanding. Erica and Tori, your blessings are maxed.
Thank you, Unicorn.
So you guys are all so many buffs
Yeah.
from chat from each other. So Erica, you now have +4 to your AC as well, as you get scaly bits in your fur along with the eyes and everything else.
What was that to AC?
+4.
Plus 4, I think.
I still remember the episode where we had the two the two different guilds that were aligned together and going up against something, and the blessings were just coming from the chat constantly.
So much.
Great.
It
Oh
was
my
awesome.
gosh.
Okay. Dora, as you start walking out, you guys are going to hear hisses from around the corner from the vampires. And then you're going to hear that same echoey voice, not on the air so much this time, as just from around the corner.
I see you made it in. I hear you. Come and face your end.
Dormammu, I have come to bargain. Doris, I mean, I'm assuming everyone's coming along with her. She doesn't care. She's ready to go. She'll step around the corner, and she'll say, "We are here. We have made it. But it is not our end that we are facing."
Is everybody else stepping out with her here? Like, go ahead and situate yourselves as Dora's stepping out. Ryklin around the corner there, Wiz around the corner there.
Don't forget your Nemus.
Seamus the Nemus making a line.
It's Seamus the Nemus.
Seamus.
Oh, I gotta bring my little Nemus along.
It's Seamus the Nemus?
There's like
Actually gonna
white,
make
like
his way out
smoke
here.
coming out of Dora's mouth as she's just like right on the verge of the rage trigger.
And is that where Maple's at?
We can't.
You're
hear
muted.
you.
Gosh dang it! She's so nervous she can't speak. She walks up just a little bit so she can hear when she's good to go.
Okay, so she's back around the corner. When Ryklin steps out, his attention immediately snaps to him, and this kind of skeletal grin forms. I should show a picture here. Let's get a picture of good old
Ooh.
Roan here. Doo-doo-doo.
Good old, our good buddy Roan.
Your good old buddy.
Look at
Roan.
that head of hair he's got.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gotta
very-
feel good.
Very handsome.
Good for him.
Moisturizer.
Ryklin. I see you follow these fools to their end. There's never been a more convenient platter for revenge.
Revenge? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were here for a party. You got all the lamps out?
He's gonna grin, and his hands are gonna start crackling with lightning a little bit.
Well, a party it is then.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
I'm gonna use a hero point and we're gonna pick initiative.
You got so you don't get to pick it. You can re-roll unless you've ultimate.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. Fine. I forgot. I was so excited. I will roll initiative.
So let's see. Let me get everybody added.
Oh, shoot.
Ryklin, you do
combat
have that
tracker.
fortune, just as in case you've forgotten all the buffs.
Right.
Ignore my blind
Two
rolls.
rolls take the better.
Take the higher,
How long
yeah.
does it last?
Till you use it.
Oh.
Until Felicia puts it on somebody else.
Okay, so it's on a
Or
single
Wiz.
target.
Also, Ryklin, the easiest way to roll initiative is if you click on the Cross Swords tab. That's our initiative tracker, and you can click the dice right by your name, and it will roll it for you.
Crossed swords.
Oh,
That's the
that does
wrong
not-
soundtrack.
That did
Ignore
not
that.
work.
There's no crowds down
Oh, no,
here.
it
Just
did
combat
work.
music.
Mine isn't
Okay.
working either, so I'm just
There
gonna
it goes.
roll my initiative myself.
Oh, that worked.
Okay,
Whatever you did, Maple.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, you're in Maple.
Oh, I am. Okay, so 35 plus. Wait, does the plus 4 to perception count? Because
It does.
Okay.
So I'll bump you up to a 39.
Secure.
I have a improved initiative or whatever it's called, so +2 to that one.
Okay. So Ryklin, that puts you. Oh, you guys have oh, no, villains are affirmated now. Sorry, guys. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Ryklin, I'll put you to 26 there.
Okay, we don't want this to be too easy.
+2 on all the villains, huh?
Plus 1 currently is where
Well,
they're
with
at.
all the buffs that we were putting on ourselves, they kind of need it.
Yes, indeed. Okay, that's gonna put this one above Maple there. That one's above Maple. There we go. Okay, so you guys are all set up here. We have
Can
got.
I ask really quick? Does anyone want to re-roll their initiative?
No.
Ryklin, Talavin, are you guys
Ryklin's
good?
kind of thinking about it.
I can spend a hero point and you can re-roll.
I'm thinking, would fortune
my-
work on that too?
It would
Oh.
for sure.
There
Okay,
you
let's
go.
just use fortune on it right now.
Talavin,
Okay.
do you want a re-roll?
Go ahead and just roll your normal initiative, and I'll update it to whatever your
Will
whatever you
do.
roll there.
I forgot that I
Oh.
also get fortune all the time because of Desna, so I'll roll
yeah.
another one just to see.
Well, Ryklin went to a nat 20, so good
Ooh,
fortune.
nice.
Woot!
I'll
It is party time.
yeah. I'll leave that up to you, Dura, if you want to.
Yeah,
You only-
do it. Dora doesn't have much use for her hero points in combat. She just needs
Okay.
one for heroic recovery.
Sounds good.
For two heroic.
She's not going to be thinking about recalling knowledge during combat.
That rage or something? Or
Yeah.
what? Oh yeah. Okay. Hey Chase, if you could change mine to a 30, that would be great. Oh, you did.
Yes,
Quick on the
oh.
draw.
I didn't actually. It must have done it on its own, so that's nice.
Mine did that
Wizard
too.
Dura, who wants to go first out of you two? Because you guys title it, you pick.
Sorry, does it add 2 to the re-rolled initiative?
It
So
does.
then you would have 32.
Okay.
Talavin.
Oh.
Never mind. You go. You pick Talvin, goes right there.
Heh, perfect.
What's your modifier, Talvin, with the +2?
13.
Okay.
Well, with the modifier, it's 15.
Okay. Roan's gonna go before you. Okay. Any other initiative shenanigans?
Nope.
That means
Any
we've got
other blessing
Ryklin.
spells?
We're just I think
You guys
our
are so
plan
juiced up.
our plan actually, Chase, was to just delay the fight for so long that like he would just get tired and
Oh,
leave us
I gave you
alone.
guys plenty of time. Don't you worry. Okay,
And now it's
we've
time
got-
for break.
We've got Ryklin, Vampire, Maple, Dura, Roan, Talavin, Vampire, Wiz. That is our initiative order. We have something from the chat before we get party started. This is a note from one of your guild bags for Ryklin. We can just say Maple handed this over before people exited. A little note that says, "Drinks at 11 tonight. Do not be late and don't die." Signed with a little flower and a smiley face on the face.
Oh,
Oh,
little Sapisto, I'll be joining you.
cute.
And with that, Ryklin, you're up.
Okay, so he has a holy water in his hand with his shield, and he has a scroll out and says, "Here's me party invitation." It says, and then he starts reading it out. The holy vial goes twirling over towards the monsters, lands right between all of them, and makes a 20-foot burst into holy water.
A
This is
20-foot burst into
Holy
water.
cascade.
Okay,
They get
so
a
that
reflex
gets
save?
all of them there. Okay, let's start rolling some saves. So we're going to start with Rowan.
Okay.
Okay, so 29 for Rowan.
That will fail. 32 is what you're shooting for.
Okay, so that vampire in the back saves.
I have thing.
Got a thing?
When I roll initiative, I get battle cry and I roll to intimidate or try to frighten.
Lucky for you, you can say you did it, but they're all immune to fear.
Well, screw you.
Okay, so vampire up top fails, and wow. What was it? 32 is the DC?
32 is the DC.
Okay, so this one on the bottom critically fails. This one in the back succeeds. Roan and the other one fail.
Okay. All right. I'm
Nice.
not sure how to roll the dice very well, but it's going to be 3d6 bludgeoning damage to all the creatures in it, and then an additional 6d6 positive damage.
3d6 bludgeoning, you said?
3d6 bludgeoning, 6d6 positive.
So let's go ahead and do a slash roll 9d6.
Okay. Is that on the table?
So if you click so you can do either up to 8 on the dice table, or if it's not on a sheet or anything anywhere, you can just do slash roll space in the chat and however many d6.
Slash roll on the chat.
Mhm.
Okay. So on the chat, I do a what? /
Forward slash roll 96.
96.
Okay, so that is 35 damage. Now, as this kind of explodes, this holy water, what does it look like?
It starts a bright blue, and then it turns green as it splashes on them, and it starts to hiss.
Okay. Let's see here. I forgot to have this up. Okay. Okay, so this explodes. This vampire in like down here in the bottom that critically failed. It's just a basic save, is that right?
Yeah, just a reflex.
Okay, so that's going to be 70 plus more damage on that because it is positive. So that's going to be a solid 100 damage to that one.
That's not very much.
Yeah, it's not
It is
a
looking
whole lot.
terrible. It starts sizzling. The skin is melting off. It's screaming. The other two look pretty hurt as well. And Roan has that kind of wash over him. And he looks a little shocked as his skin sizzles a little bit. But all of these gems start glowing as it washes over him. Everybody, except for the Nemesis, including the Nemesis, actually, takes 10 damage.
Is he draining my
he's rather
essence?
unfazed.
Just like that?
You guys
Alright.
don't know. You'd have to do a recall knowledge.
I
But
mean-
something about that hurt all of you. All of your skin is burning.
I'm just pointing out, I'm just reminding that I have holy water essence. So, and it did
Yeah.
say drain
Does
essence.
DR do anything to? Is it negative or anything?
yeah,
like
what
that?
This is just straight damage.
Straight damage.
Okay, so I
Okay.
take
Mhm.
half of it and mine. half of
and
yours
it is
and mine.
it is not an essence drain.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay, so
How-
I'm
what's your-
taking 15.
What's your HP out of curiosity?
158 is my max.
Nice.
I have toughness.
And I'm taking 5 then because you took half. Wiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That is anything else for you, Ryklin?
That was no, because he had those things readied, but it's a two action, and he walked into place, so he's done.
Okay. All right. So this vampire is up, and this vampire is going to hiss at you all, and then it is going to do a 3-action heal. Sorry, harm, I should say, rather.
Chase,
No,
sorry,
please heal.
did we say I was raging, or I need to rage on my turn?
No, you're good to rage. You're
Oh,
ready to
okay.
go with it.
Okay.
During the whole talk, you could have gotten out there and raged out. Okay, so each of these vampires are going to heal for 20, and including Roan will also heal for 20.
Does my raging resistance work against that draining thing, or no?
Does not.
Okay.
Well, no,
it-
it does not.
Okay.
This is a loss of HP, so it's
Yeah.
not really no resistance is applied.
No
to it.
worries. Just wanted to double check.
Indeed. Okay. This other vampire is going to go, and it's going to do the same thing. So these things are letting out these huge bursts of this dark purple necrotic energy, and they're going to heal for 19 more. And Maple, it's your turn.
Maple is going to stand there and wait till. Okay, there. Is that the signal? That's the signal! So she's holding it in her hand. She kind of like peeks around the corner, sees Wiz do something, and she's like, and just shatters it.
Okay, so that'll be a single action to shatter it.
Yep.
When you do that, Roan looks gravely wounded. He hunkers over as if he just got hit in the stomach.
No! What have you done?
And he looks really bad. So that's going to make Roan slowed 3 for his next turn.
Cool. And then for
Ooh,
the
nice.
it's just She's going to take one action to take out her shield and her axe, and then to move up behind the Nemesis.
Okay. That is Maple's turn. Dura, you're up.
Okay. I'm hasted, right?
You
Quickened,
are
I mean.
You let her.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going. Well, why isn't it letting me go? Okay. So, hang on. I want to measure this out. So that'll be one movement, and then I want to stride again. How tall is the stairway thing? Or like, could I vault this? Could I just like?
So this is
Jump it?
15 feet up. So you could try an athletics, but unless you have like a feat to jump really high, it's going to be a tough one.
Okay. Could I jump like lower down and
Yeah,
kind of
so
like cut like a little bit off the movement?
This is 15, 10 feet, 5 feet.
Okay, so I could like come here.
Mhm.
Okay. That's 40. Oh, I guess, yeah, 40 and then 50, 60. So it says I collided with a wall. Oh, I have to go around. Okay. It's making me go around.
Oh yeah, I have walls there.
Yes, I was
but
like,
yeah, you can get there.
Okay. Can I oof. Can I I'll attack the vampire. Yeah. I'll attack this guy right in front of me. I have one action left.
Okay.
All right. I have to remember if I have things to help. Oh, I do have fortune. I forgot about that.
That you do.
Do have that. Fortune. Yeah.
That was a rough double roll. Okay.
Yeah.
27 is going to hit.
Oh, excellent. Okay. This is doing positive damage, obviously. And that is 15 and sorry, I'm just trying to like mentally go through all my buffs. I think that's it. I think it's just the 15.
Okay, so 15 damage, and this is positive damage, is that right?
Positive and good.
Positive and good.
And
okay, so that's
bludgeoning, in case that matters.
bludgeoning does not. That's going to be a total of 35 damage. So you go up and you smack that thing, and its skin sizzles. Where you impact, you hear bones crunch. It gasps. It's looking really bad.
Excellent. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, it is Roan's turn, who is just trembling and hunkered over and loses his turn.
Nice.
Okay, Talavin, you're up.
So Talavin's been holding a blue flame ball in his hands. This as he had walked out, and he's going to unleash it, and it is a 20-foot burst, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
20-foot burst. That's the
And this one back here, as you go to throw that, is going to spend a reaction and attempt to counter spell.
Bring it.
So, well, this roll.
Which one is doing it?
This one back here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, it's not. My macro works. This is going to be. So this is versus your spell DC. That is a 25.
That is lower than it.
Okay, so it does
29.
not counter it.
Perfect. So 20-foot burst. That's going to reach all the edges of the circle, right? Or is it just the blue squares?
So
highlighted?
it's the blue squares is where it's going to reach.
Okay.
So right now you're catching Dora.
Okay. Or maybe not. It would hurt Wiz too.
I think you can catch
But
it.
you
to
can
where
do it.
Only get them. If you
I
go,
don't
like,
want
back
Roan.
here. Oh, you don't want Roan. Okay.
I
No,
also have
that-
your gem, so you could hit me and is that how that
Actually,
gem works?
Yeah, so if I hit you and
just
it
go to the
breaks,
gem.
it's actually going to be doing damage
Okay,
to the
sure,
person
do it. Hit
10
me.
feet into you. Okay. Well, then I'll make sure. So that gets all the diamonds too, right? Gems?
Looks
Sorry.
like it. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it gets these 3.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
okay. Perfect. And that is going to be.
I have 25 villain points,
I
guys.
Yeah.
know.
Be afraid.
RLU is just coming in clutch for you.
Ignoring it
66
right
of
now.
damage, and they all have to do reflexes. Basic reflex.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start left to right, top to bottom.
I would do that too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
30,
That is a success.
nat 20,
That is barely a success.
34. What a mean
Still
bout of
success.
rolls. Okay.
27. Is that the only fail?
That's a failure.
That's okay.
Okay. But so it is. Oh, it's only 23 points. Man, rolled low. That's okay.
23 points. Okay, so this one right here takes none. This one here evaporates in the flame.
Ooh.
This one takes half, which is gonna go 12, so 22, including the weakness. And this one takes nothing because it critically succeeded. And Dura, you're taking
How much?
23. Is that what it was, right? And the
23.
gem absorbs it.
The gem absorbs
So I would
all,
take-
but 3 points,
3.
and then
Okay.
it does.
And then I take half.
So I take 1.
It does 4d8 of slashing damage to a creature within 10 feet. Is that guy within 10 feet?
He is.
Hey. All right. So it gets 48.
You like set Dura up as like a suicide bomber.
Pretty
Like,
much.
Run
17
in
more.
there. I'll
17 more
explode the gem
points.
on you.
Okay, 17 points of slashing damage.
Yes. That was the one that he had just ready to go, right? And that's an action to throw it?
Yep.
Okay. So for the other 2 actions, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself. And all of a sudden, images, 4 images of Talavin surround him.
Okay, Talavin duplicates that fire, explodes, it ignites, it just disintegrates one. The other 2 look burnt. Dura's gem shatters. Shards of it go into this vampire here. These gems with these energy fields over them look just unfazed. The fire just washes over it and does nothing.
Well, I tried.
It was a
Okay.
good idea.
That it was. I mean, it still did some work. Okay, this vampire is going to go, and it is.
Chase,
Huh?
I got another blessing.
You got another blessing.
I
Awesome.
did.
Okay, so that's going to be a new one. So we're going to roll up because you're moving on to your second blessing because chat.
Yes. Sorry to
loves you
interrupt.
guys
I
and
just wanted to
apparently.
ask in case it was relevant to what this vampire is going to do to me.
No, it is definitely relevant here. Okay. You are also blessed by.
I think I'm going to rule out evil right now.
Oh, yeah, I am as well.
Okay.
Hey, this is on. Oh, nope. I got to reroll. Besmar is no longer a blessing option.
Ah.
But Besmar is what I
She is
rolled. So she's
blessing
watching
us.
over you. Okay, you're blessed by Gozra now. So you feel light on your feet as if you're being carried by the wind. Your movements feel fluid like water. You gain +2 to your AC while you are not flat footed. And your movements do not trigger enemy reactions.
Lovely. Okay.
So add it to your book of buffs tonight.
I will.
Okay. This vampire is going to go. He's going to start doing somatic components and chanting. The tattoos on his body are going to glow purple. And he is going to put up a wall of fire right here. Let's make it orange for fire. Okay. And then for his last action, he is going to step up to Dura here.
Okay.
Wiz, it's your turn.
All right then, Mr. Put Fire in my way. All right.
This is a
Maple
10
already
foot
went.
tall wall of fire, 5 feet
Oh,
thick, by the way.
I am so about this, Chase. I'm so about this 1v1.
Yeah?
This 1v2.
3?
1-3. 1v
1v
everyone.
It's okay. Your health pool is behind you.
I was like, wow, I'm coming up to help you.
Get through the fire. You can do it.
Well, I was gonna do something. I'm gonna do something else now because I need to. So I'm going to first cast Dispel Magic. I'm gonna do it at let me open it up here. I have to do it in my 3rd level slot because I have no more 2nd level spells. So I'm going to try to dispel this fire because F that noise.
Wiz, why don't you let me have fun with magic?
Because it's not fun for me.
Okay, go ahead and make a counteract check.
Okay.
That's a spell attack roll.
Spell attack roll. Okay. So that's going to be, are we affirmated?
We
you
are.
guys are affirmated.
Beautiful. Okay.
Despite my 25 villain points, they bounced it back.
Add +2 to that. I got a natural 20 anyway,
Plus
but I
2
didn't
to
add
nat
the
20
affirmation.
is pretty good.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah,
So
so
fire goes away. It sputters up, and then I'll go, and then it goes out.
Just sizzles back down.
Can it be like while Wiz is moving, like it's like how explosions happen in the background, but it's just you like wiping this flaming wall away? Action hero Wiz, everyone.
Action hero Wiz, except you wouldn't see him because he's drinking an invisibility potion because he doesn't want to be seen.
Wipes the firewall away and then disappears.
Yes, dissipates into nothing. So he's going to get rid of the firewall, drink his invisibility potion behind this wall, and then start his trek up to get into range of people.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to hide into this wall. And invisible. And done.
Is he like sidling along the wall there? Very good.
Now he's secret agent Wiz.
End of the round. I have 25 villain points to spend. So let's start dishing them out. I'm going to count it up here. I am going to spend 5 villain points. This dull gem starts to glow with this smoky gray mist around it. And you guys can see all the undead in the area seem like they get this almost like very faint gray aura around their skin. 5 more villain points, so 10 total. This gem also gets that smoky mist, and that field around them gets a little thicker. And then both of these gems start spewing out this gray smoke that goes flying from the gem to these corpse piles. And I'm going to spend 8 more. And you guys are going to hear these growls and hisses as these ghoul-like creatures start crawling out of these corpse piles. So 4 hero points will get me 4 over here. And 4 more will get me 4 over here. So 8 of these ghoul-like creatures come crawling out from the corpse piles. These gems are glowing. That was 18 villain points spent. Good luck.
Thanks, chat.
And Ryklin, we're back up at the top of the round to you, and we have corpses flooding out. This feels like a good time for a break. So this is going to be a beefy combat. So let's go ahead while we have corpses flooding in, growling from all around. You guys are getting surrounded. Dura's taking on some vampires. We will take a 15-minute break, and we'll see you soon, chat. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Tabletop Treasure Hunters. We have taken our break. We left off last time in a combat, and we will return in a combat. We have the party here who has all bled into a pool as per the instructions of the sketchy skeleton from last session, which teleported them to this other kind of more crafted pool. And they have found Roan along with a handful of his minions. They also have a handful of crystals, which Ryklin has spotted is where their essence from bleeding into the pool has gone. The crystals have these colored force fields around them. Looks like each color representing a different player. They engaged Roan after, I should specify, casting approximately 10,002 spells on themselves to buff up. They're super ready to go. Once they engaged, Maple broke the other half of the phylactery that was already obtained, which has seemed to harm or debilitate Roan very greatly. He's been hunkered over and lost his last turn. Then at the end of the round, I spent approximately 1 million villain points. These 2 gray crystals that were previously empty now have this gray mist around them and have gone into the piles of corpses and summoned a large onslaught of ghouls and or ghasts. And that is where we left off. So we're going to jump back into it at the top of the round. With no further ado, Ryklin, you're back up.
Okay. All right. Ryklin looks behind himself, looks at the others, said, "Don't worry, I've got one for this." And then he starts to dance a little jig in place and uses 3 full actions to cast a wall of force around here. How do we draw walls?
So if you click on the little L ruler, just on the left-hand side, and there's like an up and down arrow, that will draw you a wall.
Cool. Up and down arrow. There it is. Okay. All right. So here, and it's like, let's see, how long is it? 60 feet.
Uh-huh. I see that Ryklin too is prepared with walls, though I have no gnome to dispel this one.
You've got a lich, though.
That's true. I do have a lich. He's
Okay.
occupied, though, currently.
He'll also
Stomach
put a
cramps.
little stretch right there, just in case.
Okay. So making kind of a U-shaped wall.
Yep.
Can you put Wall of Force in the chat for me, or give me a quick rundown on what it does?
You bet. It is a 1 minute long spell. It is a really, really hard spell to destroy, or I should say, it has a lot of hit. It's got a few hit points, but it's got really hard hardness.
Okay.
It is invisible, so visual effects still go through it and stuff. Just it stops all the other things.
Okay.
Let me put it on the chat. Is that it right there? How do I send it?
So I think there's a chat bubble next to spellcasters. Help me out. I don't know. I haven't played a PC
I
spell.
always
Yeah,
just
hit
do
the
it from
icon.
the UI, but I don't know.
Icon.
If you have the spell in your list of spells, if you hit the little square for the color of it,
Oh, the picture.
the picture. Thank you.
I didn't
That
know
is
that.
a beefy wall.
It is. It's a
Hardness
6th level
30,
spell.
hit points
We
60.
don't see it
Yeah.
because it's blind. So
Yeah,
it
it's
only
AC
takes-
10, really hard, really easy to hit, but it's hardness 30 and 60 hit points. It's immune to critical hits and precision damage. So,
Oh man.
These
Okay.
zombies are just gonna be like,
Well
Let us
played,
in.
That's a
sir.
terrifying thought.
Walking Dead.
Okay. How tall is it?
I want to say it's
20 feet high. The ceiling is 20 feet high. Oh man.
So,
You just made
yeah.
another room. Good job.
Okay.
I love being level 6. I now have an in-game level editor.
It's great.
It's awesome.
Okay. So this is not heightened, right? This is just 6th level spell. You
Yeah,
can
it's just
cast 8th
a
level
straight
spells.
6th level. Yep. So he expends it. Some oily bubbles well up from the ground, and then they just solidify into like a smooth, clear something, and then it just goes invisible.
Okay. Wonderful. All right, and you got 1 action left, I believe.
No, that's 3 full
3
actions to do that.
Makes sense. That is a strong wall.
Yeah, most walls are 3 actions.
Okay, very good. All right, it is the vampire in front of Dora's turn. It's his turn. Okay, so this guy is going to take a step back as an action.
Can I hit him?
You cannot.
Oh,
Step
he's stepping.
doesn't trigger
yeah.
reactions. Mhm.
Sorry.
And then he is going to start
Oh,
whispering.
wait, sorry. Can I? I have the stride thing. I can stay with him. If I want
You can't
to.
do that either because a step does not trigger reactions.
At all reactions. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Pathfinder 2nd edition noob here. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, you're good. You're going to be a veteran after this. Don't you worry.
That's true.
Okay, so he steps back and then his eyes flare this kind of red color. And you're going to hear like right in your ear, "Obey me." Make a will save, Dora. This is a mental effect. I believe you have Circle of Protection on you, which gives you a +4 to this.
It's wait.
There's
no.
2 things.
Wait.
There's Death Ward, which is different, and then there's Circle of Protection, which is the +1 AC within 10 feet and also her space, and then it's +3 if they are controlled.
So that's to my
against a controlling
AC.
creature.
Gotcha.
I don't, and this is not a negative effect, so I don't think I have anything against this.
Okay.
Okay.
Make me a will save then.
Okay. Oh. Come on, Dora. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and re-roll
Ooh,
that.
Fortune.
Yes, please.
Good thing Company of Honor is on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so Talavin's eyes will glow
That was a crit
blue.
fail for everyone who couldn't see that.
His eyes will glow blue and be like, not today, errori.
Oh my gosh, that was a 2.
Okay.
So I guess
son.
21 total with the everything.
Okay, so you try to fight that off, Talavin, but you can see that Dura's eyes flare red as well.
Help.
And yes, indeed. Okay, so this is now just so you know, Dora, for your reference.
Oh, 23. I don't know if that, I don't think that matters, but
Nah, you're a good ways off. So you can heroic recovery to drop a dominate effect if you decide.
oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Okay, that's its turn. It stepped. It dominated. Maple, you're up.
I'm having this problem where they don't seem to be affected by fear, and apparently that's like a really big thing I do. So I'm trying to find what to do.
Smashy, smashy.
I know, right? That's like all I can do now, and I'm sad that I can't make anyone be fearful. Let's see. Oops.
This will be fearful if that helps.
Oh, you guys are affirmated. That was a 25 total. You're still dominated. Just so you know.
Okay. She's gonna probably gently step over the 2 Nemises that are there. She is going to, let's see. I'm big. Does that mean I'm slowed kind of? Is that what it was?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You have 10
30.
foot more speed because you got long old legs.
I think I have 30 speed.
You're at 35 total
5,
right now.
10.
And you can't step through there because that's a wall force, so you'll have to go around.
So we'll just do this. Here.
Maple kind of hits an invisible wall.
Boom. She's like, rubs her nose.
I thought that only worked on birds.
This cat face just smashes against nothing for a second.
Okay, so that's one move. And then
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, perfect. And she is going to just do a regular strike on this diamond thing.
Okay, so this is a little ways up, but you're so large you can reach it. So
That's what I was hoping you would say.
yeah, you automatically hit this. So just go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent. 15. Let me see if I have any. I get a +1 to attack because of heroism, so just 16.
Okay, so that's to attack rolls, not damage. But that would be
Oh, shoot.
15 damage. So you smack this. This one doesn't have a barrier like the other crystals. It cracks when you hit it, but it's still intact and misty.
Okay, but it cracked. Perfect. So she knows now that it's doing something. So that was my turn.
Okay, so double move and 15 damage to that crystal.
Yep.
Dora, it's your turn. Would you like to heroic recovery, or would you like to take a turn fighting your friends?
Will heroic recovery, like that's my whole turn?
No, you'll take your whole turn.
Then
if not,
yes.
you're gonna fight your friends and you'll save again at the end of the turn.
Okay, I'm one of heroic recovery then.
Okay, so that dumps all or 3 of your hero points, which is
Got
currently
2.
all of them. Okay, so Dura's out of hero points and you are no longer dominated.
Mm-hmm.
Love the
All right.
chat.
I'm actually
Cake or death?
5, 10,
Yes.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna run right to Roan.
Yeah, he kind of looks up angrily at you, but he's still looking a little debilitated.
And I'm gonna use my last 2 actions to try and swing at him.
Okay.
Where am I? Okay. A 40 for my
Okay.
first strike.
A 40 is going to hit.
Okay. Dang, that's not a crit.
Big
That
old
sucks.
bad
I
boss.
rolled a 19, so I literally need a nat 20 if I want to crit. That's okay. All right, damage. That is 20 damage.
And this is positive damage,
Positive
right?
good damage. And magic bludgeoning. Well, no, he does not weaken against that. He's just not resistant.
Okay, so positive bludgeoning damage. So you swing, and when you swing towards him, you feel like you connect with something else first, and there's this spurt of blood that kind of softens the bludgeon, and it still kind of clips him, and that positive energy starts burning him, and you can tell that resistance is gone. But what's going to happen is the gems all flare up. He takes a little damage. Each of you are going to take 5 damage, including the Nemesis.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Little guys.
My shattering gem is now gone.
So I'm gonna take 8, and Dura, you're gonna take 2.
Would the shattering gem work to attack the gem that she's been hitting, or is that already shattered?
Yeah, no, it would work.
Cool. So it'd be 3d8.
Okay.
13 points of damage.
Okay, so that gem shatters into this gem, and it's a chain reaction. This gem shatters.
Excellent.
Sorry, how much damage did I take?
You took 2.
2, okay. Gosh. Did it seem like it did hurt him, though?
It looked like it sizzled him a little bit, and he's going to look up at you and grin.
You can't touch me, you oaf.
That's the last thing I would classify Dora as an oaf.
Seriously. If anything, that should be Maple.
Oh, gosh.
Feels
Okay.
like an oaf right now.
But he's like, she's not an oaf.
Visible
To the evil
confusion.
lich.
All right. All right. This is not working then. So Dora is actually going to 5, 10. Oh, I can't go. 1500.
As you're walking away, he is going to op attack you and try to grab your
He
leg.
can't, because I'm blessed by.
Right,
Gazra.
Gazra, never mind.
Get
so
out of
he
here,
goes for
Roan.
it, and you're just so agile, it just completely misses.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hasted. I have one more action. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna run back and try and just hit this, I guess.
Okay.
I know the fire didn't work on it, but maybe it just needs to be hit really hard. Oh, that's what Maple did, and it worked, right?
So yeah, she hit the gray one
The gray
here
one.
that did not have a barrier.
Oh, this one has a barrier.
Mhm.
Ugh. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. Okay, then I'll just hit the vampire.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So this will be at this has a -2 to whatever it is. So 35, but are we affirmated? No, we're
You
not.
guys are
So
it's
35.
neutral right now. 35 is going to hit.
Okay. Damage.
I'm at 17 villain points again. Goodness gracious.
28
chat.
damage, positive, good.
How do you do this
I'll
one?
Oh, can it be the one that was trying to take control of me? That's the one I was targeting. Is
Yep.
that okay? So I run over to Roan, see it's not working. I just step back and I take my maul and I just baseball bat the head off and I say, "You will never control me."
This other one hisses at you.
Invisible Wiz is like, yeah.
And when you went to swing to that, this gray barrier over him, which by the way lessened a bit when this gem shattered down here, but that seemed like it was harder to hit it, like the damage was not quite as much.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it for Dora? Okay. Roan is going to go. And he is slowed to this turn. So he kind of starts straightening himself up, and he's going to cast a shield cantrip. And Talavin, you're up.
Talavin looks behind him. Are those ghouls still coming at him or still moving? Do they?
So, like, cinematically, they're still running towards this wall. You haven't seen them interact with it yet.
Okay, but they're still moving even after the gem got shattered.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Well then, he will be like, I like your thinking, Ryklin. And he's going to cast a wall of fire. Right. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Line, right?
A line. Yep.
There. up top
Okay.
to bury off the other ones. So yeah, he'll use all 3 actions, and you see him, his eyes glow blue, and his hair starts to float up and raise a little bit, and then out juts this blue flame that goes right there, 10 feet high, 5 feet wide.
Perfect. Okay. Blue fire burns up. These ghouls over here kind of hiss, but they look like they're still running for it. And it's 10 feet high, you said, for the wall of fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else for Talavin? That's 3 actions, yeah?
Yeah, it's a 3-action spell.
Okay. This final vampire is going to go. And, oh boy. He is going to step back. He's looking pretty bad, and he is going to cast a 2-action harm on himself. And he is going to heal for 35. Okay. That is its turn. Wiz, you're up.
All right. It seems like they kind of know what's going on with the gems now, so I'm not going to put energy into figuring that out.
Okay.
I do want to... Oh, man.
Oh, also, your turn, Wiz. You feel something in your bag.
Oh, I do?
You,
Ooh.
and actually, you know what? So this one's going to be flavored a little different. You just, as you're moving along this wall, you feel something in your pocket. It's something that you left there. It's something sentimental to you. What is it?
I have to make it up.
You have to make it up. It's not anything like
no.
magical, big, or powerful. It's just something simple and sentimental to Wiz.
Oh, man. Probably it's a locket that has a picture of his parents in it.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel that in your pocket. You're aware of it, and you may continue your turn.
All right, then. Having this like reaffirmation of I've got someone at home to fight for too, and these people I care about to fight for here. He is going to get some healing going on people that are a little bit more hurt than others. So he's gonna invisibly move 30 to here towards the center of the battlefield. Invisible. We're gonna say that again.
Yep.
And he's actually gonna cast let's see. If I do a 3-action heal, that's on everybody in a burst, right?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot emanation from yourself, or a 30-foot burst centered on yourself.
Okay. I'm actually going to...
Tis that big.
That's very large. And that's just, depending on the level I cast it at, that's just the 1d8 or heightened, right?
Yeah, it's a D8 or a D12 if you're in your
it's
proper
D12.
curse.
I'm in my moderate from last time, right? That doesn't change.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then I will end up there instead so that I'm actually getting them.
Okay.
And I'll do a level 3. I think I only have a level 3. Oh, I have a scroll. Sorry. There's too many things for me to look at to remember.
And do you have enough actions to move and do a 3-action?
Oh, no, I don't. But I could do it from where I was probably, because I was on this little wall.
So right there, I think you could get yourself and Talavin.
And the Nemas.
And the Nemas, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'll just move over here then, and I will touch Talavin invisibly with my vital beacon. So he'll actually get healed for, I believe it's 40-12.
Okay.
But let me look. I just want to make sure
consent does
somebody...
not work both ways.
You hear a whisper, "Can I touch ya?"
Sure. What is it? I'm ticklish.
And you get, it's 4d10. So I'll go ahead and roll that, and then you can heal for 4d10. 27. And then I actually have one. No, I don't. Yes, I do. It's just an interact action. I have one more action left. So I will move over 2, 3, 4, Sorry, I'm going to move over here so that I can be more in the center. So 2 moves and then I heal, and that's my turn.
Okay. So we've got the ghouls. These ones here come running forward, and they just smash into this wall, and they look confused. They all jump really high, 20 feet up, and try to leap over it, just smack into it and go scrambling down, and they're going to start clawing at it. These ones here see this wall of fire appear on them, and they hiss, and they just leap absurdly far over the wall to right here. Like, these things have like a freakish frog jump.
They're
that was an
Jedi.
Action.
They're Jedi.
Second
gas.
action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Maple, you can op attack this one if you want on the way in.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. That's right.
Yep. That's a crit.
Oh, accident. All right. No. Oh, wait. I didn't roll critical.
Yeah, definitely roll that critical damage.
Let's roll that critical damage.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Ooh. Oh, she just clean takes its head off.
Okay, yeah, so that one comes leaping and running after you, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
just kind of, with its momentum, head goes flying. Do you have combat reflexes?
That is a good question. Let me see.
I believe you just took that one, yeah? Gives you an
Yes.
extra reaction. You can op attack this one as well if you want.
Yes. Heck yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's another crit. Roll
Yes.
damage.
Oh, come on. I'm so excited. I keep going off of it. So I roll critical and the regular damage.
Yeah, how do you do that one?
Oh, she does the same thing. It's like a full like swinging motion. Takes one head off and then the other.
Nice. Okay, these ones get in past the swing. They're hissing at you and swarming you. That's their turn. I'm sitting at 17 villain points. Okay, I'm going to spend 8 villain points at the end of the round. And one of these vampires that you just killed, Dura, the smoke from this remaining gem is going to go flying into it. And like a good chunk of its wounds are going to heal up. Its head is going to reattach and it's going to stand back up.
Is it possible for me to react to this?
This won't trigger a reaction.
Okay.
So we're going to put that one back in at the end of the round. And then 5 more villain points for a total of 13. This gem that just shattered is going to reform all of its shards. So that was a total of 13 villain points. And the aura around the undead strengthens. And that's their turn there. Ryklin, you're back up.
Ooh, okay. Well, a lot of targets all moving around here. Okay, Ryklin sees all these ghouls leaping and thinks this is probably a priority. So he is going to advance. Let's see, we need to get within 30 feet. What did I do? Am I making walls again? Oops. How do I get rid of it?
So you can just, I'll get rid of the wall. You'll just need to click on like the person icon on the top left.
Person,
and then
there
you'll
we
get
go.
back to your normal.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares there. Okay. That should be within 30. All right. Ryklin advances, says, "You stay away from her." And he does a 2 action and causes a batch of puppies to leap through the air and land on this ghoul. And the green necro puppies meld into it, and it goes hiss and burns.
You were the puppy guy. I don't know if I've like put that together last time, but I do now, and I'm like, necro puppies.
And what's your spell DC considering your Nethys bonus?
32.
That is a big DC. Okay, so full damage on this one.
Okay, it's a level 6 healing. I believe that is.
That's, do you have healing hands?
I do. So 60-10, right?
Mhm. Yep,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay, so I go into this public roll, and I do / roll 60-10.
60-10. You can also, there's a little dice chart at the bottom left. You click the dice, they have a quick table for up to 8.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 28 positive damage.
Positive damage.
So tell me how these puppies just eat through this barrier and evaporate this thing.
Well, they don't actually eat it. Like, it looks like they're starting to lick at it, but then their entire bodies just meld with it, and it just clumps away into chunks.
Nice. Very good. Okay. Is that it for Ryklin?
That's it for Ryklin. That is 3 actions there.
Okay, Maple, you are back up.
All right. She is going for this homeboy right here.
Okay.
Oops. Character sheet. All right. 28.
28 is going to hit.
Perfect. And 16 damage.
16. Actually, you know what? You guys are after me. That's a 30 and that crits. So real critical damage.
Okay. Not mad about that.
28 damage. How do you do it?
She takes this one's head off too.
Just lopping heads.
Yeah.
And burning puppies.
She's
Just
got this
carnage
thing
over
for heads today.
Very nice. Okay, that was 1 action. You got 2 left.
And under her breath, she's counting how many she's killed, like Gimli.
Nice.
3. Hi, kitty. Okay, so I calculated it out, and getting up here is 65 feet, so that should be... I was actually curious, though, if I do that, will there be any issues here aside from, like, op attacks?
Like standing there?
Walking past. So she's going to run up the stairs, go over, and over to get to the other crystal.
Oh, so you can move through Dura. You can't move through an enemy without an athletics check.
Oh, that's fine.
And this will be well, no, you're large, so this won't be difficult terrain. You got big old long legs.
Okay,
for this.
cool. I'll put her here for now.
I guess you can move through there.
Is it the gym that she was by just got reformed, right?
This one did, yes.
Yeah. But she, in my mind, she didn't notice it because she was too busy lopping off heads. So she's going for the next crystal. She didn't notice it.
Very cat-like. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1 action there. You got 1 action left.
Perfect.
Continuing down to there. Okay.
Yeah.
Kill a ghoul. Go to the next gem. Dora, you're up.
All right. Dora / Glasha right now, grins at this vampire that's just reformed and says, "Oh, was it not enough the first time? I will make this one permanent." And she's gonna hit it again.
Okay. Go and take that swing.
24.
Did you roll with advantage or fortune?
Oh, I didn't. Duh. Okay. I always forget that.
Chat blessing you
Oh,
big. That's a huge chat. Okay. I'm going to draw your critical hit card for this if it even matters. Roll your damage first.
Okay.
I'll give you a critical hit card if it doesn't die.
52.
Yeah, no, how do you do it?
Yeah, she says this, and she, like, instead of lopping the head off this time, she just, like, goes for the full crush. She just brings it down on top of this vampire and just, like, squelches it into the ground and says, "I hope that one sticks."
Okay, yeah, and this thing is just goop that starts slowly fading into this purple mist.
Cool. And then
Okay.
she's gonna turn and look at the next one and step up to him.
Okay.
This doesn't matter, but I get temporary hit points because I have victorious vigor.
Nice. Okay, you get some temp hit points. It does matter. I mean, add them on there.
Sure. Okay.
And then you've got 2 actions left.
I had to step to this vampire.
Yeah, so you swung, killed one, and then you stepped, and you've got haste, so you got 2 actions left.
Thank you. You're so nice to remind me. Okay. So it's 27 because I'm taking a penalty, but also chat's affirmating me.
Okay, that's going to miss. Wait, 27 is the total?
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Okay, cool. Damage is 23.
Okay, positive and good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 43 damage. So
Okay.
you smack it. Like the crush doesn't seem super effective, but like the positive and good rating from it seems to almost leave like this hole in its chest.
Okay, and I'll try one more time.
Okay.
26.
Okay, that one's gonna miss.
Okay.
All
You guys,
right.
the AC is 27.
You figured it out.
I solved your puzzle.
Wiz is still invisible down here, right?
He is invisible for 10 minutes until he makes a hostile action, which he has not.
Okay, very good. All right. Roan is going to go. He is slowed 1 this turn. And let's see here. Who's in range of what? Guys are very conveniently spaced out. Okay. I think what's going to happen here is he is going to... Let's see if he can do this. Quick spell check. There we go. What is your range spell? Yeah, he can do it. Okay. He is going to cast a Dispel Magic on that wall of force. So he's going to make a spell attack roll.
You guys, the boss is awake.
So this is versus your spell DC, Ryklin, 43.
That'll beat a 32.
Okay, so he blasts it with this just green necrotic beam that just starts eating away this wall as it disappears. And that's his turn.
Don't you like the redecorating?
You're a fool, Ryklin.
Okay, Talavin, you're up.
Yeah, he's gonna hear that shatter. He's like, time to go. Real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. That's what I wanted. Okay. Just doing some in-head calculations, but not in my head. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And he's going to cast a lightning bolt
Uh-huh.
right down this line. That's still not a line. One of these days I will learn my basic geometry.
Did you put it down yet?
There.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to hit your gem right here with the lightning bolt, yeah?
Yes, but it's also hitting the, is it not hitting the, oh, it's not.
You can get both of them.
Okay, I was gonna say, I could light it up, I swear.
Yeah, so the
that
lightning
vampire.
bolt goes flying and it just arcs over that white gem. It zaps the blue one and Talavin disappears. And your turn's over. Okay.
I win.
Maple hisses angrily.
Well then.
All right. It is this vampire's turn. It's looking cornered. It hisses at Dura. It's going to make a claw strike at you, Dura. That is, I'm not affirmated, 27 versus your AC.
No, I batted away with my maul.
24 also bats away. It desperately swings again, and it just can't get you. Claws swinging at you supernaturally fast. You just avoid it all. Okay, also, Dura, your second blessing increases
To moderate?
to moderate.
Okay. Thanks, chat.
So moderate goes a blessing.
You
Dura
guys
is
are
just the juggernaut.
champions.
Okay, Wiz, it's your turn.
Okay, Wiz is going to... Everyone seems to be doing pretty okay handling themselves, so he's going to cast a level 1 2-action heal on Ryklin and himself, which is going to heal for 1d12 plus 8. So
Okay.
I will roll that. So we both heal for a 19, which is, it's the shield, right? If I just click the shield, or is it the plus sign? Apply full healing. Okay. And then I will use my last action to give my Nemus 2 actions. Well, let's see, how far can he go? 1, 2, 5, 3, 50. I think he can get, let's see here. That's 50 feet to go there, but I have to count around the edges and stuff, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, yeah, you're good.
So he could get to there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will move him there. So he'll use one of his actions to move to Ryklin, and
Okay.
then he'll use his other action to give him fortune.
Okay, you've got Fortune Ryklin.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Also, I missed something. That vampire was in the line there. So this thing swings at Dura. This gem is crackling lightning. And then it goes zapping back towards where Talavin was, and it just evaporates this vampire here.
Eat.
Okay. That was Wiz's turn. Ryklin and Wiz are healed. Okay, it's the ghoul's turn. So I'm sitting on 6 villain points. That's fun. Okay, these things are going to rush Ryklin. You don't have any sort of reaction, do you, Ryklin?
Not of this kind, no.
Okay, they all double move there, and these things just come crawling in, and they just swarm you, and you're not able to dodge this flurry of like coordinated attacks that they have. So you are going to take this much damage, and I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
This is versus paralysis, if that matters to you.
Okay. It does not. So it's just a fortitude, right?
Just a fortitude save.
Okay. I don't have it built in here, but I have a +1 resilient armor, so there's a +1 on this.
You got it?
I don't know if I have anything else beyond that.
That's no affirmation from chat right now.
Okay. All right, then. Here we go. Add 1 to that.
Yeah, that's a crit success. You feel your joints kind of stiffen as some of these claws and teeth just nick you a little bit and graze you, but you shrug it off. So 11 damage and nothing else for you.
11 damage.
End of the round. I am going to spend all 6 hero points.
Villain points.
Villain points, thank you. I'm no hero right now.
No, you're not.
And here comes more ghouls. 3 over here. And 3 over here. The wisps of smoke from these gems go into the pile of corpses, and more ghouls come pouring out. Okay, Ryklin, you're back up.
Okay. All right. So, surrounded and outnumbered, Ryklin does the next best thing, and he emanates puppies.
Okay, 3 action heal.
3 action heal. This is going to be a level 6 again.
Okay, so 6d10.
Is it D10? I thought that was only on single targets.
I think it's actually just whenever you cast a heal is what the feat says, but I'm not 100%. Go ahead and roll it. I'll verify it.
Also, my staff has a +2 to healing. Does that also work against things in damaging?
It does.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's not like 1E, it's both. So Healing Hand says your positive energy is even more vibrant. When you cast heal, you roll d10s instead of d8s. So it is indeed d10s.
okay. So roll 6d10 +2, right?
Yep. Okay, and they're going to make their saves.
Beat a 32.
No. Yes.
Barely, yeah.
Yes.
Barely.
No. Okay. So this one and this one evaporate, and these 2 look barely alive.
Necro puppies for the win.
And then Wiz and Ryklin, you guys heal for 32, if applicable.
7 of it is applicable.
Very good. Okay.
the question, that hero point usage to know what to do with these gems, does that have to be an action on my turn, or can I just do that? Okay.
Yeah, you still have to spend action to recall knowledge, then you spend a hero point to auto succeed.
Perfect. We'll do that on my turn.
Okay. Maple, you're up.
Oh my gosh. Since Ryklin looks like he's doing better now, she's going to do a power attack on this gem because she doesn't realize the other one is back. So she thinks she just needs to hit it harder.
You auto hit it, so go ahead and roll your power attack.
Oh, that's right. 25. Do I still have heroism?
You do. It's only to attack rolls, I believe.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Plus 7,
Oh,
25
that's right.
damage. Okay, you smack this one. It cracks so much, but it's barely holding together.
Okay, cool. So she's just going to do a regular strike now because I think power strike was 2.
Yep, so you got one left, so go ahead and roll one more damage roll, just normal.
Okay. 19.
And that one shatters it.
Okay, cool.
Gem falls apart. You guys see the R around the undead lessen.
Fantastic.
Okay, Dura, you're up.
All right. She'll like heft her maul, like she'll kind of like whip it in the air to get some of the vampire goop off. And attacking Roan seems like a lost cause at the moment. So I think she's gonna run to this other gem here.
Okay. Roan is standing tall now and looking recovered from the phylactery destruction.
Yeah. Noted. Oh my gosh, these walls are killing me, Jason.
You must
okay. I have to go the right angles. Okay, one square at a time. So that is technically 2 of my actions. And I will swing them all.
Roll damage, and this is positive, yeah?
Positive and good, and bludgeoning.
And you just roll damage, it's auto hit.
Oh, got it. Okay. My bad.
No, you're good.
32.
She wants crits.
32 positive, good. You just smash that thing into smithereens. One good smack.
Okay. And then
you see the field around the undead all dies down and they're exposed again.
Gosh. I have one more action. I can only stride or attack. So I will... I guess I'll just come back and like maybe
Dura's just
prepare to
running
hit
everywhere,
Roan.
just swinging.
She's fast. She's super speedy right now. Yeah,
Jazzed up on that haste.
that's what she'll do. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Wiz has still not done anything hostile, has he?
Nope. On purpose.
that's kind of Zemo.
You pesky Wiz.
You're not
okay.
wrong.
Okay, Roan is going to go. He is going to laugh.
That's enough.
He's going to step up and he's going to try to grab your arm, Dora. Oh no, with the nat 1.
Ah,
And I'm all out of villain points. Okay, so Roan is going to draw a critical fail card. Roan has -1 to attack rolls until he critically hits.
can we like not damage obviously, but flavorfully say that like the just the spirit rage energy like kind of sizzles his hand a little bit.
Yeah, he goes to reach and it kind of smokes and he looks a little surprised that that's hurting him. He pulls it back, but then he's gonna go for it again with more vigor this time. To a nat 20. He figured it out. Here it goes. All right, so here is the damage.
Yeah.
This is negative damage.
Okay, that's
Resistance 10.
fine. Yeah.
So 28 minus all of your resistances here.
Yeah.
So-
And I
18
need you
and
to
a
make
half.
me a fortitude save as you feel your body locking up at this touch.
Is this a negative effect?
This is technically a negative effect.
Okay. Hang on, let me take the damage first. I can only keep track of so many things. I take 9, okay. -9. And then fortitude save. So this is with a +4. Ooh. So 29. Are we affirmated? No, we're not.
You are not. I'm
Um,
affirmated.
So 31 is what it is.
Okay, 31 is a fail. With being a critical hit is a critical failure.
I can't, since I'm not here anymore, I can't help, right?
You cannot, though Maple could.
Oh my gosh. Yes! Take
Okay.
the thing!
What am I
Maple tells you to
re-rolling?
take the thing, re-roll with a
Yes.
+2.
Well, that's a lot better. Thank you, Maple.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
a
you're so welcome.
43.
Okay, so that is a success, which the
So it's a
critical
critical success. Because I
hit. Oh,
am
for
a
you,
med-
it's the critical success.
yes. Because
And then since it was a critical hit, it's
awesome
just a
stuff.
success.
Okay.
So, bunch of bouncing up and down. So on a success, you are clumsy 2 for a round.
Okay. What does that do to me?
So it lowers your AC and ranged attacks is the most nobling. It
For a
dex
round?
based things get worse. Yeah, for a round.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and add that to your sheet.
Oh, cool.
My foundry has frozen.
Uh-oh.
So there we go. It got better. So that's Roan's turn. That makes it Talavin. Okay, so Talavin, on your turn here, you zap that crystal and everything around you looks like it evaporates away into blackness with like these, it looks like crystals unfolding around you in blue, and it just takes the environment away. And then it starts folding back around you in the same manner. But this time you are somewhere that's very happy to Talavin. So tell me a place where Talavin feels very at peace and happy.
So there was an inn that he helped run with his late wife. And her family. That is, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the most expensive, but it had a lot of heart. And that's definitely where he's at right now.
Okay, so the environment folds around you. It's like you feel exactly like you're in that place, just warm feeling in your chest. And then you hear this voice kind of from everywhere all at once around you.
I am the carekeeper of this crystal. I assume you're here to reclaim your essence.
Yes.
It is not my will that your essence is here, though it feeds the crystals. I cannot let it go without fair trade. What do you have to offer?
I have some very expensive wine.
I have no need for material belongings.
Fair enough, fair enough. I have... Would you take a spell?
What does this spell mean to you?
It means the protection of ones I care about.
Very well. You offer this to me freely.
Sure.
Place your hand on the ground.
He will.
Okay, when you do that, the ground starts unfolding into those blue crystal shards, and it kind of works itself up on your arm and covers your entire body, and then you kind of just melt back into the ground. Okay, what spell were you offering up?
Shadow Siphon. It's a 5th level spell.
You reappear exactly where you were at. When Talavin does, this crystal completely shatters. And as soon as you come back, you can't even find that spell in your memory. You've completely forgotten it. You no longer are able to cast that spell.
That hurts. That was 2 out of the 3 5th level spells. That's fine.
Okay, Talavin, you have your full turn. What are you doing?
Crying. No, I'm just kidding.
And you guys see Talavin like reappear as like a crystal form that then melts off of him, and he looks like himself again.
Maple starts purring a little bit.
It appears I have my essence back. If you want yours back, you'll have to go into your gems and talk to the gem keeper or something such.
You're
and
so
give something
calm, Talavin. You're like, hey guys, I'm back. If you want to get yours back, then just do the thing, fill out the paperwork. It's not a big deal. Like,
It's not a big deal. You just
I've
you
seen
have to
all
lose
the
a
things.
spell.
Been
You have
there,
to
done
lose a
that.
spell that you've known forever. It's fine. Cool. He's going to look left, look right, and cast a fireball
down at these fools.
Okay.
So they all have to make a reflex save.
Okay, these ghouls here.
No, down. So the three that just spawned in.
those ones right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, the ones that aren't, surrounding my.
I forgot those
You're trying
existed.
to hide those ones from us?
Oh, I mean, if they don't exist, it's fine.
No, they do.
Vomit.
No, I
Okay.
forgot that they existed. Okay, so reflex saves.
Yep,
Okay, I am affirmated, so that's going to be 32.
succeeds.
Critical fail with a nat 1,
Better.
and that's a 21.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a fail.
Okay.
Okay, and so it is fireball at the next higher level is 2d6 more, so that is 8d6. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's 8d8. Don't listen to that.
Okay.
I'm cheating.
Cheater.
Ah! Okay, that's bummer. Okay, so 26 fire damage.
26 fire
the base.
damage. Now, your critical hit card, your critical spell effect for this one critically failing, it's going to deal normal damage to the adjacent creature. So that one's taking full damage and then extra full damage. So these two both evaporate. And this one failed?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is standing just barely.
No, it's six. There was one that succeeded.
Okay, so that one takes half.
Half. Yeah.
Okay. It looks singed, but it's still going.
Perfect. Last turn, he's going to move. I'm drawing things again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's
Okay.
his turn.
All right, Talavin made his turn. Wiz, you're up.
All right. Now that Talvin has shared that information about these gems, Wiz is very interested and wants to do a recall knowledge since he has a little bit of information, and I'm actually going to use a hero point to just succeed.
Okay, yeah, so when he explains that, you've heard about this. This is actually, these crystals are holding the essence in a separate plane. This plane is overseen by some kind of great power, similar to a deity, that strikes deals to keep the essence. So this grand being in there will only release the essences if something of value equal to essence. It has to be something obscure, not something material, something important to the person. Then it will let the essence go. So you basically have to barter with this being. There's not like a set form of rules for it. Sometimes the agreements you make, you have to be kind of careful because they'll be a little more extreme than you intend, such in Talvin's situation.
Okay. And did we have to touch the gem to go to the place?
Yeah, so you'll know that you just have to interact with it. If you hit it with something, or now that you know this, even if you kind of just try to reach out with your memory, you can spend an interact action to feel it and enter that realm since your essence is there.
Okay. I definitely want to do that now to have it dealt with and done so that I don't keep taking damage. So as I guess an interact action, I will reach out with my mind brain essence.
Okay.
And
Wiz
interact.
disappears and your turn is over.
Okay.
You guys see him melt away into green crystal shards.
You don't see anything unless I go on invisible. And then I'll
don't, but the crystal shards make the form of Wiz.
Okay. I like it.
Melts away. Okay. It is the ghoul's turn. Let's see. This one triple moves over here. These other two, Ryklin, they have that same kind of flurry. Like they're so quick. They just go for a quick flurry of attacks. You can't really avoid all of them. So you are going to take this much damage, and you need to make me another fortitude save.
Okay. All right, fortitude with a +1.
Yes.
Yes means
5. Yes, with the +1.
Okay.
So 25. You're not affirmated. And okay, you take 10 damage and you're slowed 1 next turn.
Go ahead and reroll.
Technically, we are,
Reroll.
and technically we are affirmed.
Okay.
As he was rolling, chat clone.
I take the one I see as the roll goes, so this one won't be affirmed. But you can
Okay.
re-roll, Ryklin.
Yeah, let's just do the actually don't use your hero point. I've got fortune, so I'll use that. How's that?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a better use right there. Okay, so we'll use a reroll. Fortune. Oh, it's worse.
No, go ahead and re-roll. I insist.
The fates are very merciful to Ryklin right now, but he's just out of luck.
Well, with a 26, you save. So that is no effects there. You shrug it off.
Okay.
And we had a whole bunch of subs. So we've got blessings increasing here. So Dura, your second blessing is up to a major. Felicia, you're getting a new blessing for Wiz. So let's see where that's going there.
Thank you, chat.
Wiz is being blessed by Nethys now. So you want +2 to your AC and saves versus magic, or you want to the spell attack and DC roll?
AC and saves, probably.
Okay. Then Maple is going to a new blessing, and it goes straight to moderate. We had so many subs. You guys are nuts.
Aw, thanks.
Party
You're
suddenly
awesome,
goes
Chad. You're awesome.
Nova.
Okay, Maple, you're also getting blessed by Nethys. Apparently, Ryklin has drawn Nethys here today.
Sweet.
Would you like +2 to your AC and saves against magic,
Yes.
or +2 to your spell attack rolls? Okay. Seems good. And then I think there was one more. Talavin gets a new blessing, and Ryklin, your blessing from Nethys goes to moderate. So let me tell you about that, since you are a guest here. For a brief moment, you feel like you can manipulate the flow of magic in a spell that has been cast. Once during the session, you may spend a reaction when a spell that restores hit points or causes damage is cast to cause that spell to do the opposite. So you can make an enemy spell
Reverse
that
a
would damage
spell.
you, heal.
Okay.
Change it from damage to healing or healing to damage. And then Maple, your new blessing that you just got is...
Talavin.
Oh, Talavin. It's Talavin's we got here.
I was like, wait a second.
She's got hers already.
Talavin gets a new blessing at minor. It's Nethys again. They're all Nethys. Did you want well, I guess you cast spells. Do you want spell attack and DCs, or you want AC and saves?
I'm going to do AC and saves.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are all blessed by Nethys. Chat, you're insane. Ryklin, you have brought the good Nethys vibes. And, okay, these ghouls here are going to go. These leap over this firewall, and they just all land around Maple here. This does not trigger reactions because it's a leap, and they're going to start swinging at you, Maple. There's so many coming at you. You can't avoid them all. You take this much damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save. 5 damage. Make me a fortitude.
Okay, sorry. It was
Don't forget
frozen.
your blessing that you just.
Yes, +2.
That's
Oh.
only against magic.
Oh,
This is
spells.
30.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're right.
Okay,
We are
30
affirmated.
is good enough. Okay, so you take 5 damage, and that
Okay,
is
do
all.
I? No op attack.
Nope, no op attacks. They leapt. They like literally just flew through the air over this firewall and landed around you.
That's rude.
Pretty rude indeed. Ryklin, we're back up to the top of the round with you.
Okay. All right. So he's been notified that we have to do something to the crystal that belongs to us. He looks over at the one that has his visage, then back at these creatures and says, well, I'm going to share a little bit of wealth with you. And he pulls a green aura, pulls it all the way up his arm, and then little spikes stick out, and he fires them all in a volley. He's casting a level 3 magic missile.
Awesome.
He's going to throw, let's see, level 3 that's 2 per action,
Uh-huh.
so 6 total.
6 total missiles. What,
All right, he'll
what
throw-
are going where?
He'll throw 2 at his own orb, and then
Okay.
he'll throw 1 at each of the monsters, and then an extra 1 at the monster that just arrived.
Okay. So extra at the monster just arrived. And so you're firing 2 at your own gem. Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage on the monsters.
Okay, so that'll be just 1d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I have to roll on each of them?
No, just go ahead and roll one if you want. It's up to you. I'll let you decide.
Let's just do 1.
Okay.
So
Roll it big.
roll 1 1d4 plus 1. Take 3.
Okay, 3 damage is enough to kill this one and this one because they were both almost dead. This one takes a little bit of spikes, and then your missile hits your violet crystal up here, and as it does, you melt away into violet crystals.
That other guy took 2 of them. Do you want me to roll another? Or?
Oh, yeah. No, I'll just double it.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes 6 damage. Okay. That's it for Ryklin. Maple, you're up.
All right. Maple doesn't exactly care about her crystal right now.
Okay.
It's whatever to her. So her first attack is this one right here on her right. We're gonna have some fun, and she's gonna. Oh no, wait, she has her shield in her other hand. Dang it, I was gonna try and punch it. We're just gonna regular hit it.
Okay.
Alright, that's 32.
That is a crit.
Oh, technically 33.
34 even. You guys are affirmated plus
That's
2.
all right.
Okay, that's a crit.
Excellent. Critical and damage. Oops. Oh.
Okay, 26 is not going to quite kill it. You chop into it. Looks like it wounds it real good.
Also, I'm so sorry, everybody. My husband's playing Apex, and you could probably hear him yelling. That's
It's
why
okay. It's just battle. It's just battle noises.
right?
Fellow gamers appreciate fellow gamers.
Good.
Mhm.
Gaming couple. Okay. She's mad that that one's still standing. She's just gonna hit it. Oops. She's gonna hit it again.
Okay. Okay, so that one's going to be -5 plus 2, so -3. That's going to hit.
Cool. And then I accidentally rolled the damage already. It was
Yeah,
just
21. Yeah, that one finishes it off.
Oh yeah, she takes this one's head off too.
Nice.
She's
Chop
really
once,
incapacitating.
get the head. She's going for a head count tonight.
She's literally going for a head
A
count.
headhunter.
It was the one to the right, not the one to the left.
Control Z.
Yay! Okay, cool. She's got one more left. So she's gonna hit this one.
Okay, -10 on this one. Actually, a -8 because of sweep on the axe. That's going to crit.
Yay!
Thank you. They think I deserve to be blessed, and I have 8 hero points.
No, you don't.
Okay, 28 damage. Does not quite get it. It looks so low. And it was
Okay,
this one
awesome.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Dora, you're up.
Has anyone kept a tally of how many villain points you've had tonight? It's got to be a record.
I think it's
upwards of 40.
yeah.
He used 18 for the first
crazy.
volley. He used 9 for the second volley. And
I had
wanna say-
25 at one point. Like,
Okay. There's not really anything to do here except,
holding an action is always an option as well.
well, she wants to get her essence out of that crystal.
Ah.
So
Good point.
she's going to she's going to just glare at Roan and say, "I will be right back for you." And like close her eyes and like focus on the, I don't know, whatever Wiz says, brain melding magic or whatever.
When he says, you can kind of feel like a tug, just like kind of distantly, and you can accept it.
I
Okay.
absolutely love that because she's just like, you are second place right now. It's somewhere more important than you to be.
Well, also I can't kill him if he's
It's
Brain
still,
and
it's just
still.
like, it's like you're not important right now. It's awesome.
Okay, he looks very angry as Dura melts away into white crystals. Okay, it is Roan's turn. He is going to cast a spell on Maple. He's going to kind of start
No.
twisting his hand in her direction.
No.
You're going to do me a favor before you're dead.
Make
No.
me will save, Maple.
We're gonna not do that. 27?
Okay, Maple, you are dominated. Unless you would like to try to spend a hero point.
I actually don't need a hero point. I have cat's luck.
There you go. Cat's luck it, please. Okay, that one is still not enough.
Saw that 20 roll around there. That was close.
It's
I
so
know.
close.
I'm so upset. Oh well.
Talavin will, his eyes will flash blue and be like, "No, Rory, help her."
Talvin's sitting on 7. Talvin's got some love. Okay, reroll
right.
one last time with a +2. You're critically failing as is. Oh, are you kidding me? The nat 20.
Calvin.
That's literally what you needed.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. Talavin says that to you. You kind of feel it echo in your mind as you feel like you want to kill Talavin for a second, but you shrug that off. Okay. Roan growls, and he is going to he's going to move over to here, just above you.
Jesus, I was gonna say that's a step. Oh,
Jeez.
He steps so long. Okay. Talavin, you're up.
hey, Cat, get into your gem. And he's going to. Oh boy, what's he going to do? How's this one back here looking?
That one's looking moderately hurt.
Okay, he's going to step, so he's gonna go or move. Let's try it technically. So 5, 10,
We're all making
15,
big steps.
20, 25, 30, and I'm gonna lay on hands this fool.
Okay. It makes a save. Is it fortitude?
It is, yeah, I think so. Hold on one second. It's fortitude save, yeah.
Okay. 24.
That is a failure, and
Okay.
it is. What's our?
You guys are casting 5th level spells, so it's 30
Third?
damage.
3d6, right?
You guys are casting 5th level spells. You're level 10.
Thank you.
Yeah,
5d6.
So 30. So, is it 5d6 when it's damaged? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me 5d6. Positive.
I mean, I'll take the 30. That's fine.
Nah, you're good. You can roll dice.
No, I can't. See, 18.
How do you do it?
Oh, perfect. So his whole hand turns blue, and he gently places it on the chest, and it just melts into him. And then the whole zombie just turns blue into a liquid and dissipates.
Hey, very nice. Wiz, your environment melts away around you in green crystals. What happy place reforms around Wiz?
I still have a move. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, please. No, please do.
I'm just going to move back to where I was. Okay, go for it, Wiz.
There you go.
Sorry.
Talavin's
no, you're
voice
good.
interrupts Wiz's happy place.
He just
Excuse me,
looked
I
over.
have a move.
Pause. Time out. Sorry, pause.
Wiz's happy place is actually on the battlefield of the first job that him and Dora did together, and there is it's similar to the situation they're in now. There's just undead all around, and he just realizes that this is his best friend.
Very nice. Yeah, there's slow motion reenactment of that fight happening. You see Dura just in the distance being all heroic, and you hear a voice echo from just kind of everywhere.
I assume you're here to claim your essence. I feel that you have something precious on you. I can take that memory as payment, or you may offer another trade.
He'll pull the locket out of his pocket and open it up and look at his mom and dad. I don't know if I can give them up.
Then make another offer or leave.
He thinks for a little bit. I'll give you my safety.
Your safety. Obscure. Dangerous. Are you sure?
I had an idea in mind, unless you had something more specific.
Offer.
I've got a way out of here if things go bad. I'll give it my way out to you. Just mine.
I accept. Touch the ground.
He tucks the locket back in his pocket and is still holding it, and then we'll touch the ground and look at Dora in the background.
Okay, yeah, she's looking all heroic. and epic. And as you touch the ground, everything melts back around to you as normal. That way out is gone for you, and you have your turn. And your crystal, importantly, shatters as you come back.
Am I still invisible?
You are not.
Okay. And everybody's gone.
Yeah, most
No.
people. Maple's
I'm
over
still
there,
here.
and Talavin's
But
there.
okay, so Talavin's there, but like everybody else, I'm like, okay, this is
Yes, the person you are searching for currently is gone. Yes.
And ignore your timer here. You're good to go. You have your
Okay.
turn still.
Can I hold my turn here, or do I have to take it because of the?
No, you're good. You got. Oh, you can hold your turn.
Okay, I want to hold until I see what. Well, when does Roan go? And there's no other savage ghosts, or are they the ones by?
They're the ones by Maple.
Okay, I actually do think I want to go then.
Okay.
Let me see how far my guy can go here. If I can give him fortune. It's a little bit far. I can't give him 2 moves, right? He only has 2 actions.
Yeah, so you spend 1 action, and that activates his support benefit, which is he moves to somebody and nuzzles.
Okay. Then I will do something else here. This is range 30 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna move to get within 30 feet. So it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that should put me within 30 feet. Let me make sure that's not too close. Okay. So I'll move, I put myself there, I believe.
There you are, little healer.
Oh, don't say that. I was actually there. I believe it's 30 feet. I don't want to get too close. Okay. So I'm within 30 feet of Maple now, and I want to cast. Well, actually, it might be better to do it. Nope. I'm going to cast Resilient Sphere on Maple.
Okay. Yeah, this sphere of energy appears around you, Maple.
I'll put
Okay.
it in the. And that should be my 3
So
actions.
what exactly does that do?
I populate it in the chat, so it
Oh.
creates an immobile sphere of force to either trap or protect you, and so I'm trying to protect you from these
Does it move with her?
ghosties. No, she can't move. I think that. Let me see. Can I drop it?
Because I'm about to go to my crystal.
I can do something else if that's. I was
save
thinking,
it just in case, because as soon as this is done, Talavin told her to go to her crystal.
Okay. Can I? I think I will hold then instead, because if
Hey,
the crystal's
I'm not
still
sure
up,
exactly how it works. I'd let you drop it as a reaction if you want.
since she doesn't have to actually move to her crystal, can she just do it and pop out and then pop back into the sphere?
I'd let you get it like around her and the crystal.
Okay.
I'm feeling generous. I've had 40 villain points. Have it.
And you've got 10
Have
in
it,
your
have it.
pocket.
That's true. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm probably somewhere near 50. Who knows?
Yeah, if I can do that and then I'll figure out how it can go away, then that would be. Yeah, if I can drop it when.
Oh,
when
you
I
mean
need
like
to.
that crystal? Yeah, you don't even have to. She can just reach out to that crystal through the.
With her brain, right?
Mhm.
Her magic brain.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then let's do
Trying
that.
to think
And
if she
I
would
can-
actually do that though.
Well, I
If
guess
you
we'll find
don't-
out on her turn.
If you
Right?
don't want me to put it on you, I won't. I can actually just put it on Roan, and then he'll have to.
Yeah.
Do it, but that's a better idea anyway. We're gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Roan.
Okay,
So
putting
he'll
it
have
on
to-
Roan.
He'll have to make a save, I believe, a reflex save, and the DC is going to be, I believe, 29.
Here goes his reflex
Oh,
save.
no.
He steps back as that forms, and then just smacks it with his staff and smashes it.
Okay, well, that's my turn. So
That's rude.
Okay.
That was a gift.
It is the guest's turn. At the end of initiative here, I'm dumping all 10 villain points, and these gray crystals reform, and you see that aura go back around all the undead. Thank you, chat. Undead were feeling too squishy. These two make a flurry of attacks at you, Maple, and you are going to take this much damage, and go ahead and make me a fortitude save. Take 11 and fortitude save. 25 is going to make you. Are you guys affirmated? You're not. You are slowed 1 on your next turn.
Go ahead and re-roll that.
Oh, okay.
Not on Aurora's watch, says Talavin all the time tonight.
Yep. 31.
31.
Yep, you're good.
33
Excellent.
technically to re-roll, right?
She begins
Yep.
purring again. She knows this is Talavin.
Okay, very good. They're biting into you. You feel your joints tense, but you shrug it off. Ryklin, you are your environment melts around you into violet crystals and reforms. What is your happy place that you're reforming in?
He's in the tavern hall of the Goldbloods, and everybody is gathered, and everybody is cheering and drinking and partying.
Very nice. Sapisto's giving some sort of epic speech, dancing around on the table as he does. Zarias and Regina are there, and all your other fellow Goldbloods doing their drink together, fight together, try not to die together. And then over that voice, you hear one everywhere all around you.
You're here to claim your essence, I assume. What do you have to offer me in its place?
It has to be important, right?
Something meaningful, yes.
I see.
No trade has to be made. You can choose to leave. I won't keep you.
He pulls out a wand. It's the manifold missiles that he got from the hunt. The
Oh, look at the hunt.
Really quick, I hate to interrupt this beautiful moment, but just in case it wasn't called out, you've been gifted hand wraps from Lucy back in season 1. I don't know
I
if
saw
you
that.
Okay, just making sure.
Very
Yeah.
good.
He doesn't know he has them though. Okay.
They're there. You know, he suddenly, as he's in here, he becomes familiar of them in his pocket, reminding he'd packed them maybe just in case. But yeah, continue.
When I first saw one of these, I was a slave to a lich just like this one. It gave me wonder. It gave me an idea. And I followed a path. And it is a symbol of the deity that I follow, Nethys. Destruction, protection, all of these things. I so wanted to have one of my own. I stowed away in the handy sack of many things that he carried, with a little tube of unending air. I smuggled myself out with him. He too was a cleric of Nethys. He didn't give me his wand, but he promised me that I would get one of my own. This I gift to you.
Symbols are a powerful thing. I can feel the sentiment. I accept. Place your hand wielding the wand on the ground.
He lifts the wand and then reaches down and touches the ground.
Okay, the wand along with your hand crawling up your body cover in violet crystals, and then your environment changes back around you and you apparate back into where you left off, and you have your turn. Your wand is no longer there with you.
Just crossed it off. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where are we? I see your turn on here. Okay. All right. He looks around, gets his bearings, sees the Lich. You, Roan, we have a word. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right here.
I'll have many words for you when your corpse is under my control.
You know, it always confused me why you chose all of us. Why'd you come after us, eh? Here you live in your own kingdom, just along with all your other undead folk. You know, I used to live here. You can live here in peace. Nobody bothers you. Why'd you come out? Seek us out? Did you have some kind of a bone to pick?
Your crystal shatters as you're speaking.
You took Kara from me. You're toxic. You poisoned her mind. She was everything. She was destined to be great, and you ruined her.
He nods affirmatively. I can understand that. Believe it or not, in this hard exterior that you've made for yourself, you care. You care for something. Maybe not for the individual, maybe not for the person themselves, but a cause. And that is powerful. You feel it. We all feel it too. She became a cause for us. Even though it was a different cause, and it was in direct opposition to you, there is still greatness she is achieving. Believe it or not, even though she does not appreciate it, you set her on that path. See what she has become. Recognize that she is great. Recognize that you were a part of something grand.
Roll me a diplomacy.
He's not trained in diplomacy. He's trained in deception.
Can I
Okay,
help?
yeah,
He has lived his entire life among undead like this. This is the kind of thing that he has trained for. So
Yeah,
he
roll
is being
deception.
deceitful here. All right,
Go for it.
Here we go. Okay. That's the skills. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have any positive modifiers beyond this, but he does have a few skill feats.
Can I assist his roll?
You would have had to have readied one technically to
Okay.
assist. But yeah, you can chime in if you want something.
All right. I tried to roll it. I can't do it. Do I click on the numbers?
Oh, you
Depending on
got
how
it.
he rolls, she makes.
Oh,
You got
I've
30
been rolling it this whole time.
Uh-huh.
Click, 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 click. How do I make the walkie-talkie work?
So he seems to hesitate for a moment. He just stares, doesn't respond for a second.
You're too late. I've replaced my heart with nothing but vengeance and power, Ryklin.
He's going to be slowed too on his next turn as he kind of rethinks his life.
Okay. That took one action to move forward. Would you say that was 2 actions to make that?
Yeah, that was a pretty good speech. I'd say that's probably a couple actions.
All right, then we
Okay.
will stop there.
Maple, you're up.
Okay. She would not have noticed that people were using their mind to go into it. So she has just enough to get close to it.
He has op attack, remember?
Yeah. How do I?
If it matters, he doesn't look like he's even looking at you. He's
Oh, good.
still like he's staring at Ryklin right now.
There we go. Oh my gosh. That stupid wall. No, I know. Dura feels.
So she's gonna go leap at the crystal.
Yeah, and she's gonna put her giant paw on it.
Yeah, she touches it. It kind of apparates. Crystal covers her body, and she disappears. Okay, Dura, you're up. You disappear. You see everything around you kind of form in these white crystals. What happy place appears around you?
Dora is on the beach with Otis and Wiz after the Besmara job, and they are looking at Leaf sailing the ship into shore.
Wonderful.
Seasick Leaf.
You refeel that moment of pride and accomplishment as you just went through that huge trial. Everybody is happy. You and Otis are getting along. And you hear this voice from around you. You haven't gotten anything sentimental from your bag yet, right? Good.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You hear this voice. I assume you're here to claim your essence. What do you have to offer instead?
I have someone who used to be friend to me. He taught me many things. I am willing to give that away.
The memory?
I want to forget about that. I want to forget about Otis.
Very well. Place your hand on the ground. I accept.
She takes a deep breath. It's a little bit shaky. And her eyes are like a little bit teary. And she puts her hand on the ground. Mechanically chase, I learned, became trained in society because of Otis. So if you would like
love that.
Yeah, so I
Thank you for that. Thank you for willingly for that information. I think it's awesome. Okay. So you place your hand on the ground, white crystals climb up your body and you melt back into the ground as white crystals form your environment back around you where you were. You come back. Otis isn't in your memory anymore at all, nor is Irina. You don't remember them being in the competition whatsoever, as well as Dorian. Everything tied to like that whole little scenario just left your mind, as does your training in society. And you have your turn.
What about Leaf?
Probably Leaf too, I guess.
Oh yeah, Leaf as well. Yeah, that's all kind of tied to one big, very situation. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Time to fight. Does my crystal shatter?
Your crystal does shatter as you reform. Roan seems very distracted as you come out. He doesn't even seem to like notice you approaching him here.
The time for rethinking is over, Roan. Okay.
He kind of starts to turn as you're running at him.
Yeah, she's now like she's actually, I think, like crying, just like there are tears streaking down her face, and she's just like yelling in fury and comes running at him and hopefully hits.
Okay.
Crit, nat 20.
How cinematic as you come bursting out of the crystals. All right. Do you have let's see, I'm drawing your card. Do you have crit specialization?
I do.
Okay.
It's a maul right now.
It is a maul, so this is bludgeoning damage. Okay, this is going to be triple damage, and he is slowed 1, so that's going to bump it up to slowed 3.
Okay, I just rolled 50 for the regular critical damage. Should I just push damage to roll again?
Just do damage one more time. And this is
that was not the right one. Ignore that. Positive and good. Here's the last bit of damage. So total of 80 damage.
80 damage. You made him weak to positive, so that's 110. He is weak to good, so that's 140. So Maple, you feel just this pit in your chest as you're starting to appear in your environment. So Roan is taking 70, and Maple, you are taking 70.
Sorry, Maple. Dora's got one mode.
Honestly, she's fine with it.
It's go mode.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and take that 70. And anything else for you, Dora? You moved, you struck. I think you got one action.
Oh, I do.
You're still
that felt so big. It was like, that's it for me. Yeah, this is, so I'll hit again. Okay. This is at a -2. Oh, another crit. Oh, but it's a -2. Does that matter?
I mean, a nat 20 -2 is what they call a nat 20.
Hey.
So go ahead and roll the crit damage
kill
again.
Maple.
I might.
Rolling out of your
I'm
mind.
sorry if I do.
Let's go ahead and draw a crit card there.
Oh.
I cannot have these siblings die.
Okay, this crit card is he is knocked prone.
Okay. He would have been knocked prone anyway. I guess I was already rolling with fortune, and I crit anyway. So 36.
You have your own. So the last one you replaced the crit specialization.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. I guess I see what you're saying. Okay, he's knocked prone.
And since I'll just do my last attack. 36 damage. I don't know if you got that.
Okay, so 36 plus 40 with all of his weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So 76. So Maple, you are taking 37 and he is taking 37.
You're giving me something to do when she comes back is what I'm hearing.
You just feel like you're getting battered as your environment's disappearing around you.
Okay. The last one is are we affirmated right now? No, we're not.
You guys
33.
are not. 33 is going to hit.
Okay.
Maple's gonna get out. Jeez, that gem ride was so much harder.
I thought you said this was no big deal.
Did that hurt for you guys?
To be honest, this is a little bit about her. She's actually kind of enjoying it.
17 damage.
A 17 damage. With the weaknesses, that's going to be 19 to Roan and 19 to you, Maple.
I should also point out that with my weapon, he can only spend next turn taking offensive actions against his allies, or he's confused. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Oh, if has no allies in sight, it instead becomes stupefied 2 for 1 round.
Awesome. Well, he is not going to take a turn next turn because he's slowed 3. But noted. Okay, he's on the ground. You just come out of he's looking at Ryklin. You just blindside him and just start battering him on the ground. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So this finally gets to happen. You guys have been killing everything before it could, but you've been beating him, and it's been kind of harder to get through this field around him from these gems. After you're done beating on him, this burst of smoke just comes flying off of that energy and just goes right into your chest, Dura. And you are going to take 132 damage.
No, you're not.
This is
What-
negative damage.
What negative damage? Okay.
So 122 because of your 10 resistance, and then half that because I'm taking half of it.
So
that's gonna
61
be
to each of you.
Ryklin
61.
spends a point to half that damage.
Hero point. How does he do it? What's Ryklin doing to protect here?
So he sees all this pain and suffering being forced upon everybody, and he goes into his prayer spot where he speaks to his god, and he says, "Nethys, I know that you sometimes help us out in these moments. I know that sometimes you need us to make some actions. Well, you've set us on a path, and this path is wreaking major destruction, which you yourself know very intimately. Bring this destruction to a slow, and we will weather it." And then he comes out of his trance a little dazed. He'll have one less action on his next turn.
Awesome. So that's a hero point for Ryklin. So between all of that, Dora and Wiz are taking 30 damage each.
Sweet.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Stop! Shut your mouth!
He looks like he's just antagonized on the ground right now.
Did I click a button?
A Lichy temper tantrum.
What's the? Oh, is
Oh, I
that was
accidentally
not-
clicked the
okay.
button. That must have
Misfire on the
been-
damage. No problem. Okay, that's Dura's turn. Roan is
Okay.
yelling on the ground. Talvin, you're up.
Great. So it looks like these gray gems are like putting the mist onto him, correct?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Talvin's gonna get over there. He's gonna interact to draw his cutlass. And he's gonna
Okay.
take a swipe at this one.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll damage.
Oh, what a terrible roll. Okay.
3d8 plus 4 gets you a 10. That's a pretty rough
Woo!
roll.
Can I re-roll that with mine? Or is
You
it only
cannot.
for attacks?
That's
Yeah, okay.
Contract Consortium's thing.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
I was like, I don't know if I could.
Okay, so 10 damage. You don't even like crack. You scrape along it. It's harder than it looks. Doesn't really crack.
No one saw that.
Dora certainly didn't.
Dura is very focused right now.
That's my turn.
Okay, Talvin is gone. Wiz, you're up.
All right. I'm going to.
You are visible and exposed.
I am. Thank you very much. I'm going to use the I have a wand, I believe, that is a level 3 heal.
Mm-hmm.
Find it here. The wand of overflowing life.
Nice.
And so it lets me cast a 1 action version. Oh, hold on, wait. Cast heal at 3rd level. Can I use my widen feat that to make it go for 60 feet instead of 30? And then
For
I
sure.
can do the 2 action version, so it's going to be
3 actions
3rd
total.
level. 3
Yeah, so
actions
it
total.
um,
So it would be 3rd level, so 3d12 plus 8, 16, 24.
so if you do
There's
the
that.
2 action version, it can't widen because it needs to have like an area to widen. It can't do it on like a single target spell.
Okay, so the 2-action version isn't that the 30-foot one?
Yeah, but it's just one target within 30 feet.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well then can I do, I guess, just the 3-action version at a 3rd level? I guess that's only still 30 feet, right?
Yeah, so that's a 30-foot emanation from yourself.
Which just gets Dura. So if I move, then that's 3 actions. I need another action.
Always one short. Haste is
Always
actually pretty good
one.
for healers because they can like move around for free.
I know. Okay, well then I just need to cast heal on myself then. I'll do my vital beacon on myself first and see how
Okay.
much I heal for. And that's just
Go
gonna be
for
an
it.
interact action.
Yep.
And that'll be 4d8. So that's 18 to myself,
Very nice.
which puts me up a decent amount. I can't do anything for Mabel because she's gone right now. And then I'll actually use I'll use one of my actions to cast lifelink on Dura. And I can actually get one other person too. And I think Talvin is the only other person, or not Talvin,
Ryklin.
Ryklin is the only other person in my range. So I will lifelink, which, let me scroll up here. Oh, go to the right tab.
Was doing all them heals.
All them heals. Okay, so you guys are going to heal for an initial 3d4. Oh, 3d4. So you both will get healed for 7. And then I will now be taking 5 of your damage. If you ever take damage, I'll be taking 5 first. And that uses my last focus point, and I'll use my last action to give my Nemus an action. And
Do you have your major curse yet as Life Oracle?
I don't get it until later.
Okay, cool. So you don't
So-
explode in healing yet.
Not yet, unfortunately. So
Okay.
he'll move to Talvin and we'll give him fortune, and that's my turn.
Okay. I'm still sitting on no villain points. I guess they decided that like near 50 was enough.
Aid me, minions.
The ghouls are gonna go, and they are gonna come. Oh, that's Wiz. Sorry, Wiz. You can stay there. Okay, these ghouls are going to. I still have Wiz selected somehow. There we go. Ghouls are gonna leap up this here. Look at Tori. Now I have to move around. Taste of my own medicine.
Haha, the walls.
Okay, they leap up these walls here and they start attacking you, Dura. Too many to avoid, so this is just going to be flat damage and a fortitude save.
Okay.
So that's 4 physical damage. I think you just resist that.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and make me a fortitude save.
It's always the saves that make me so nervous for Dura. Okay. Come on, lady. How about a 28?
28 is enough.
Oh, it's a
Right on
critical
the money.
success if it matters. I don't think it does.
It doesn't, but you're good.
Okay.
Okay, that's their turn. Ryklin, it's you again.
Okay. Let's see. Ryklin walks 1, 2, 3, 4, so that the Lich is within range. He pulls his hand out and says, "You've been offered a chance to turn. I understand if you don't want to follow it. Bitterness is a very tempting drink to keep drinking from. So we'll give you an honorable death." And he casts a spell. Little spiders come waving down from the ceiling and come landing on him and start crawling all over him. And he is going to need to take a saving throw. He is being spell racked as the
Okay.
little spiders are trying to cause him some trouble.
What kind of save?
This is a will save, so it's probably his best.
To the hells with you, Ryklin.
Okay, 32.
Well, it should be his best, but rolled a 3, 28.
28. Okay, so he'll fail.
Okay, what does this do?
So, whenever he is targeted with a spell, he takes extra physical damage. Let me just read this up real quick. So, he just regular fail, right?
Yep.
So, there's a curse on him. He takes persistent damage. Whenever he becomes affected by a spell with a duration, the target takes 2d12 persistent force damage. Each time it takes persistent force damage from spell rack, it reduces the remaining duration of spells affecting it by 1 round. Only a successful Arcana check against your spell DC can help the target recover from the persistent damage.
Okay.
And that's just
pretty good.
It's unending until he succeeds his Arcana, basically.
Okay.
So
very good.
2d12 if he takes a spell, and if he does take damage from the spell, reduce any duration of spells on him by 1 round.
Okay. Awesome.
So, yep.
That is Ryklin's turn then?
Yep.
Okay, Maple, you appear red crystals changing your environment around you. What is Maple's happy place here?
She didn't know that this was a happy thing for her until she got here. There is a place, it's called the Gardens. It's actually a addiction recovery center, and Leaf is taking her in.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so it's identical to that environment. You feel the love from your brother. It's very happy, calm feeling of hopefulness. And then you hear this voice from all around you.
I assume you're here for your essence. What do you have to offer in its stead?
She has, she's gonna try something. This is gonna be a deception. She has a letter from Leaf, but it's a copy of the original letter. So she's gonna try and offer that. I have this letter from my brother. See that guy over there? That one in my memory? That one? Yeah, that's my brother. He's dead.
This is sentimental. I accept.
Cool.
Place it on the ground with your hand.
And she places it on the ground.
Okay. So you do that. Crystals start forming around that and around yourself. And then you melt back into the ground as the crystals reform your environment around you. Right where you left. When you come back, your crystal shatters. And this addiction that you previously had, you feel a slight tug of that at the back of your mind again.
Yo.
Okay, you've got your turn.
Okay. Well, Maple's gonna do what Maple's gonna do. She's gonna run up behind and attack this thing.
Okay. Got Dura's back. I like it.
Oh, yeah. 28?
28's going to hit.
Oh, good. It's going to be very upset.
Is there flanking in this?
So yeah, flanking gives them the flat-footed condition.
Okay.
Sick. 12.
Okay. It is flat-footed. That means it crits. Roll me crit damage.
Okay.
I was like, why do you ask, Jason? And then I realized.
34.
Okay. How do you do it? Another head?
Oh, yeah. I think this
Okay.
is head number 6.
Quite a lot. You feel some ghoul blood on your back, Dura, as a head just goes flying off. Okay.
All in a day's work.
You've got 1 action left, Maple, and you can reach this one because you are large.
Cool. That's what I was going to ask.
Okay. This is going to be a -4 only because swipe.
Oof.
Not
Big
Go
oof.
ahead and reroll that one.
Okay. She starts purring a little bit again.
Rory got your back tonight. That's enough to hit.
Okay. Cool.
So roll normal damage.
12.
12 damage. Okay, you cut into it a bit, but it's still standing.
Cool. All right.
Alrighty. That is it for Maple. Dora, it's your turn. Roan is on the ground. There's spiders falling on the ceiling from him.
Oh my gosh. Tori almost feels a little tiny bit bad for this Lich. But Dora is still pure rage. And she says again, I told you that we were not facing our end, but yours. And she will just wail down at him.
Okay.
37.
37 is going to hit.
That is.
Did
22.
you roll advantage?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That is 22 damage.
22 positive good
Positive
damage.
good damage.
Bumps up to 42. You feel that resistance of that gray mist, and you see it kind of charging up for another hit back at you. This time, nobody else seems to take damage, and that felt clearly wounding on him and no one else.
Okay. All right, and again, that is a 35.
35 is gonna hit.
This time for 30 damage.
So that bumps up to 50. So you're plunging down on him with these melee attacks.
Yeah, this is just like full
He's
wailing
yelling.
on
He's
this.
like trying to reach a bony hand up for you.
Don't you see? Your alliance is a plague. What you do is horrible.
How do you do it?
This is Dora's dream. So he's like reaching up, talking about how this is a plague. She'll like kind of rear back for one last hit and say, the only plague I see here is you, and you are over. And she just, bam.
Yeah, as you slam down, you see like that kind of light in his skeletal face, the eyes fade. It looks like his body starts decomposing just super quickly. And like everything goes quiet for a minute. These crystals here shatter into pieces. And then the whole air just goes unnaturally quiet. And then this huge explosion just comes out from him here. And let's see, where is everybody at from him?
Makes
That
sense.
gets everybody
Oh my
except for
gosh.
barely Talavin is like Talavin and Seamus just barely out of the blast there. They get some wind blowing
They're
their
like,
hair back.
whoa.
Everybody else needs to make a fortitude save. This is a death effect. So
Okay.
if anybody has
And
something
it's
applicable to
magic,
that.
right? So the Nethys saves, we get a
It is
+2.
magic. It is a death effect.
Oh no, Maple. Use hero point. Use your What
Okay,
kind of
maybe-
save?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. Okay.
Have fortune.
30.
What
Does
does
it-
Death Ward give here?
42 for me total is what that would be with Death Ward.
42. Okay, Dura, you feel just dread and hatred and sadness come over you, but you shrug it off. Maple, with your reroll, that's a 32.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have Death Ward on you?
No, it was just me.
It was just on Dura.
Just on Dura. Okay.
Do I need to roll again? I have one more hero point.
You need to spend the remainder of your hero points to heroic recovery here because that is a fail. Okay.
Okay.
So Maple, you just like you hit the ground. You feel floored by just these overwhelming emotions. I feel like your heart is just going to explode out of your chest. But you know, through it, the support of the gods you feel over you, and Talavin blessing with Aurori, you're able to barely shrug it off. Who else we got here? We've got Ryklin is with a 36, which is right on the money.
37.
And Wiz with 37 and Wiz with a 38. You guys all save against it. And that is it. The effect fades away. Everything goes quiet. This last ghoul just collapses on the ground back into a corpse. And everything goes calm. What are you guys doing?
For funsies, can we
Puppies.
just say that when Maple falls to the ground, her blessing appearances disappear and she goes back to normal?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
I
really
also
excited my
could do
kit.
Breath of Life on you so that you don't.
Necrotic puppies.
Breath of Life doesn't work on a death.
Bring on the puppies.
Oh, you're right.
Mhm.
Talavin will run up and do lay on hands as well, while not getting touched by the puppies, hopefully.
Yeah,
The
Wiz will
puppies,
also...
yes, they look sickly. They look green. They have hollow white eyes. Later, Ryklin tells you that he changed his signature spell, the healing spell, to that because of a joke. He was adventuring with a very controlling leader named Beatrice, and she always commented on how his healing didn't look happy and glowy like all the other healers did. And so this is what he changed it to. And his entire party was sick with laughter for days afterwards. And so this is what he's kept it at.
I love that.
That's great. I know you told me puppies. It's like, I swear to remember Ryklin's channel being puppies.
No, it was the sickly green necrotic tendrils that would reach out and grab people and heal them.
Very nice. I love it. So you guys are gathered around here. Roan is just now a pile of dust, but left behind are his robes, his diadem, and his staff. His book has also turned into ash.
Dora's just I think she just like collapses to her knees after that last kaboom, and is just like breathing heavily. Not
Well
looking
done,
at that
treasure
stuff.
hunters. That right there is your booty.
We could not have done it without you.
Always happy to help the friends of the guild. Now, let's go back and get some drinks, shall we? We fight together, we drink together, and we try not to die together.
You guys all
Try being the opposite
recognize
word.
that as the motto of the Goldbloods. They say it often. Okay, so you guys grabbing the loot and heading out?
Yeah, Wiz would
Calvin's
want
gonna
to search
scan.
around.
Yeah, Calvin would scan one more time around, just to, you know,
Okay.
kind of up here. Nice little
There is
crypt-looking thing.
an undead up here that got forgotten about.
Oh, that one I just had up there as like my initiative.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Yep. No more
The
undead
one
around
ghoul
here.
running around.
Just peeking around the
Yeah,
corner.
he has to leave them there. Otherwise, if he deletes them, then they get removed from the initiative.
Yes, I had that one as
that's
a
smart.
placeholder for my event up there. Yeah, you guys search around. You don't find anything else. As you look around here, Talavin, with your knowledge of like the well and everything, you can kind of assume this was probably like a panic room type situation, like kind of like a last stand for him. Crystal shards around the ground, they've kind of turned to dust. They don't really look worth anything anymore. So yeah, you don't find anything else of value.
Is that thing, the body thing, still tied up in the other room?
Yeah, so on the way back, you guys do see the skeleton there still tied up, tongue still flapping around.
Did we tell him?
Congratulations, you've done it.
Hey, thank you.
Do you know someone who wishes to strike a dark deal?
Is it you?
Yes, with me.
I don't know anybody who wants to do dark dealings.
Do you-
Actually, I do. But it's not me.
Do you travel?
I can be carried.
Perhaps we can find you new owner or dealer.
I would appreciate it. What about you, cleric? I know Nethys.
Indeed. And I know some who'd appreciate you. Perhaps use you a little more thoughtfully.
Yes, I feel destiny between us. Why don't I go with you?
Very well then. Let's go.
So this is just a skeleton. It doesn't move at all. You have to do all the moving. All that moves on it is this flickering tongue that is very unnatural for a skeleton.
Can I give it a fly speed?
He takes it and he takes his staff out and he straps it to his staff and then puts his staff back in its holster.
Very nice. Yes, you got this skeleton strapped to the staff.
With the
Yeah.
cupcake on it.
The skeleton
the,
banner.
the staff with the cupcake, which still has all of its charges. Didn't have to use any of those.
You
It's
guys
incredible.
crushed that so hard.
Preparation.
Yeah. Foresight paying off. So you guys leave this keep, and as you guys get near the exit, you just hear echoing cheers. And as you guys get outside, you see this pretty amazing sight of you see just hordes of undead laying on the ground, and you see what appear to be spirits just rising up from these corpses up into the sky, just like picture like a horde of butterflies flying up, just these little spirits, and they're swirling around, kind of making this spiral pattern, which Dura, you recognize from your religion is something of Pharasma. I think Wiz as well is Pharasma too, right?
Well,
So
I'm not, but I know a lot about it because of her.
all right, you can imagine these are spirits going free to the boneyard from being out of the undead control. You see your alliance members cheering. They see you, and the cheering heightens. People are running up, raising your arms up. People are a little starstruck by Ryklin as they pass by. Ryklin, you see your old friends Arias and Regina and Sapisto out there. Sapisto on shoulders, making some kind of big speech. And
There's Otis.
Oh,
you guys do not see any of the other guild members around, though you do know that their job was quite far away.
Okay.
They were in the Sarkoris Scar doing their part of the job. Emmerich will come up and inform you that the phylactery was destroyed. It appears that everything was successful. And he'll give Ryklin a thanks. I see you haven't lost your edge.
Well, these are pretty good, honestly. I just followed along and, gave them a little extra edge. They're a good group.
They're the best we've seen since your last bunch, that's for sure.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, if you're ever looking for a spot back in the Goldbloods regularly, we'd love to have you. I like to think I'm doing a better job than Shadara, I would hope. Curse her name.
Indeed, that was very dark news that I heard.
It was. But we're trying to turn it into more of a celebration. Well,
Very well then.
We have much celebrating and much talking to do. Let's get home. And we will leave it there. For you guys players, this loot that you got is unidentified. It's something that's going to have to be done on downtime. And we have a lot of payouts and splits to do between all of the guilds, especially with the interesting events that happened with the Syndicate of Rights last session. So we're going to talk about that next week. Viewers, you guys were insane with the support. I don't think we've seen so many blessings since like the end of last season.
or so many villain points or hero points or anything.
It was just like
flying.
a slugfest. So that was
It was
awesome. Thanks for joining, Jason. It was great to have you back. Ryklin is
Seriously.
awesome. I loved his progression. We got some interesting bits of role play in the crystals. That was very fun. So for the viewers, our season is coming close to an end, but it's not done yet. We have an episode next week. We tried this last season and it was really fun. And we got to chat with a lot of you with it and we enjoyed it. So we're going to have kind of like a panel session next week. So we're going to have the entire cast on and we are going to just be discussing the season. We're going to be talking about our favorite moments. I know that I get very preoccupied with the 1,000 mechanics of you guys just dishing out all these hero points in the combat, so I don't get to talk to you guys very much. So we're going to be talking with you guys. If you have any questions or anything you want to chat about, we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Season 3, and we'll also talk about the loot. We'll do a little bit of role play and set up the final kind of swing session that we do at the end of the season. And it should be a good time. So we hope to see you guys there. Bring your questions. Come hang out. Come chat with us. It'll make it much more fun. And you guys have anything else to add or any questions before we wrap up?
Thank you guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thank you.
That was incredible.
That was insane. That was actually an incredibly difficult encounter. And like, it didn't feel like it. You guys slapped that around.
It was
It did for
difficult
me
for you.
a little, a few
was-
times there.
Yeah, it was super great. If anybody would have gone to zero with those crystals still attached to them, they would have just died. So there was that. He could have just
Whoops.
reaction and turned you
Sorry,
into
Maple.
I was a little worried for Maple for a second.
I didn't
But-
think that I would go to like dead. I didn't have another character prepared, I'm
Can't
pretty
lose
sure.
another cat focus.
I'm pretty sure I'm out of siblings.
that we're gonna kill that whole lineage off. It's gonna be
Oh
tragic. No, that was very good. Well, yeah, thank you, Jason. It was super fun. You have anything that you want to add about yourself? Talk about yourself?
Talking to me?
Yeah, you.
No. These are a lot of fun. I really enjoyed season 1. We had a lot of fun, made some good friends with each other, and I love the storytelling involved in this. You're a very good storyteller, Chase. You and your team, and
Shucks.
it means a lot, right?
It does.
That's what we do when we play these games. We tell stories and we bring a part of ourselves with it. It's a very creative process. Very cool.
It is. And it is a blast. And I loved how we even turned a combat session into plenty of role play. It was good stuff. You guys are amazing. Okay, we'll wrap it up there. So
wait, you have a voice line request with the voice changer.
Oh, what's the request?
You failed me for the last time. From the hungriest clone is requesting this.
Let's see. I think there
In
was
your Roan voice.
in my Roan voice. Wasn't this directed at somebody? Didn't somebody mess up? Was it
Somebody
you, Tori?
wants to make Chase cry. Oh, I know who wants to.
That's me. Well, that was a big
for the
thing.
last time.
There we go.
That was a big thing last season, was complimenting Chase to get him to cry.
You guys made me low key tear up on this one, and then it made an eyelash go into my eye, and like I just like lost it. I was like, man, they're gonna think I'm bawling. I wasn't crying that hard, but no, I definitely teared up. It was
Sure.
some
Yeah, Chase. Yeah,
good
sure.
moments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not crying. It's something in my eye, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, that was great. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, that was us. We'll see you next week. Myself, Anduin, Tori, and Wade are with our level 1 geek team. Felicia is with SideQuest Inn, which is an amazing Pathfinder Starfinder podcast. Check it out. Jason has some fun with us here sometimes, and he's just an awesome guy. We had M with level 1 geek behind the scenes running production. So thank you, M. And yes, now, if you would like to support our channel, please follow or subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all of that. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our affiliate partners. After all, if you're going to help us, you might as well get some fancy math rocks out of it. If you want to find any of that, as well as our Patreon, and you can find that in our discount section below. Or if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can check out the description. If you're already doing all of those things, thanks a ton. Your support means the world. You guys make this super fun every week with your interactions and with your support. And, you know, any bit of support you guys give helps us keep doing this, and we love it. So thank you very much. Now, go take a long rest. Go celebrate the defeat of Roan, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.